You're good to go on my end, my friend.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Drake's Salvation. Unfortunately, we are currently missing two of our players. One of them is having computer issues, and Harley will be missing today's session. But we did, like I said last time, get Genesis back. So,
Hi.
Genesis has returned to us, and we will continue on like nothing happened. Last time on Drake's Salvation, the party had a bit of a issue trying to traverse the forest and make it to the Duskhaven Coven. The unfortunate thing was that they did rather well in traversing. It's just some choice issues happened, and they ran into a roving hunting band of Grung and decided to follow them. When they caught up with the Grung, they were in a heated battle with a small little troop of orc hunters. With some quick thinking and a floating ethereal skull can take no damage from physical weapons, the party now knows. That party of orcs now knows that Zool is a food god. and continues to shelter them and bring them food whenever they ask or set a skull on blue fire, which they're still trying to figure out to this day, which was yesterday. Now the party has left their little band of orcs to continue on into the mist, and they now begin their journey into the deeper sections of the forest after being pretty much carried all of the way here by the little band. Now they stand at the precipice of the thickening jungle. They believe they probably have a few miles to go before they enter the mists, which means they might have a good time or a bad time, just depending on how the choices they all make. But I will leave it to them for now.
Let's also add that we were accosted by a squadron of not kobolds, apparently, because they were monsters. Ironball's currently just putting his insides back in.
What?
Yes. Genesis, you're pulling the rear guard, but where do I have these blasters? The party came up against a group of these guys.
Everyone's still in one piece.
Oh.
I am amazed at...
Nah, for real?
Yes,
Yeah.
Hey, yo. Oh.
Alright.
So the area is currently littered with corpses, mainly the larger ones and four of the smaller ones, and one tiny one.
The corpses aren't, like, burning up into flame, are they? Now that they're
Not
dead?
at all. They're
Okay.
just dead.
You said the one barbarian that we knocked the helmet off was marked in ruins, correct? That Callisto
Correct.
could have...
Ironball's
Are
going
all
to...
of them marked?
Yeah, Ironball's already going to remove the helms of the other ones that still have the head intact, give or take.
You see that the larger ones are marked with power. So these guys are marked with power. These guys are marked with rage. These guys are obviously marked with stealth. And these have not a giant or any type of rune, but Felicity knows this as just general magic tattoos that let things that we're not able to certainly really cast magic innately cast some certain spells.
Does anybody care if I commit genocide on these after we're done here?
Considering they're
No genocide.
Considering they're Marthane's dog troopers, go right ahead.
Ironball will
Ain't a lot.
conduct his own form of investigation to see if these things are actually dragons or if there's something more.
Just to kind of walk back that thing a little bit, has Elric seen any of these things on the front lines, considering he's seen, like, the death of the Silver Twins?
You have heard about these things.
Okay.
You've never seen a full battalion, that's for sure.
Okay. So I know of these things' existence, I've just never seen them until now.
Yes, and who is searching the bodies?
Right now, Iron Ball.
Yeah, it'd
All
probably
right,
be
Iron Bow, give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Also, could you shrink Elric? I think he's in the
Oh,
large
yes,
stuff.
Elric is-
Make sure it's not an advantage. It
Thank
is
you.
normal.
It's small.
He's just right.
He is very interested in these enemies that he has just battled.
Alright, let me open up their sheets real quick. Because you will find stuff from all of them. Callisti has scooped the Theta, the tiny one, into a jar, so you're really not going to find anything off that guy. So we will start. Which one are you starting with, Iron Ball?
The big one that I basically declared I was going to kill it next because it insulted, Flail.
The Alpha.
Yeah, it's the Alpha.
Question, is every else's map, black?
Oh, he might not have vision, Davis.
That's vision. Yeah, that's vision.
Human.
Yeah. Human.
No, he has vision. He's not.
What the heck?
No, anyone.
Might need to move your token a little bit, I guess.
How's that?
No, nothing.
Huh.
Should I leave the game and then come back?
No. What about now?
Nothing.
Wow.
Let me refresh. Hold
Oh! No, no, you should still have control over it.
I was gonna say, Miser has control.
on. No,
but
still nothing.
Can be edited by Genesis schedule. Weird. Try to throw the token on yourself.
Through the token? Let me see. Ha. I can't even see anything. It's just black.
The other token. The
Which
other
token?
one's good.
Oh.
The one with you in armor.
Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go.
Ah, okay, cool. I'll
Oh.
just delete this one. So I haven't set the other one up to have vision. That's just your pretty boy token during non-combat. You'd definitely be in your full plate right now.
Heck yeah. Oh, okay.
Anyway, I think we should then rest, especially if there's that much blood everywhere. Those
Yes.
things are bastards to fight.
I am surprised that I can bleed this much.
I'm pretty sure some of this is mine from the pain, and I think some of this is Rowan's. It's yours.
I think there's a bit of my kidney there.
I think so.
I think that's also my liver. Wait, no, I could still feel that with drinking. Never mind. There might be something else.
That's a spleen.
Likely
That's fine.
mine.
Alright, Iron Ball, on that one, you find, obviously, his skull bone helmet, but you also find 2 little bags filled with a red, kind of sappy substance.
Ooh.
Felicity, I think I may have found something. Potions.
Felicity. Who had gallstones? I think one of them got knocked out. Oh, what's that?
That would probably have been me as well.
Guess we'll do the preliminary.
You know, in the hindsight, I didn't think we'd see these things this far. But running into them is not reassuring in the slightest. That means Marthain might have a hand in these woods, which is horrible.
What this one?
I was gonna say,
This one seems like Misty.
What?
Oh, background music, sorry.
yeah,
Talking to myself.
if Marthain has a hand, if Marthain has a hand in the woods here. That's never a good thing. I didn't think these frontline fighters would be as brutal as they were.
So you know what these things are?
I've heard stories from different other encampments there. Which ones would I have heard about the most, Jeebus? Because I'm not gonna,
you would know that it's obviously going to be the big one, big one that hits hard. So you know them as Krieg units. The other ones are kind of confusing to you, but they're all kobolds. And they all wear skulls. So
yeah, I got you. Mostly the bigger one, they were referred to as Krieg units. They would rip through different army forces, especially with just brute force tactics.
Ironbowl, with your investigation, you see that this is like a lot of the wounds on it aren't from you guys.
Do not tell me this thing was weakened before we fought it.
That would actually make a lot of sense. There's no way, since these things have torn through armies, that we would have been able to defeat them. I'll say handedly, but it wasn't even that.
Also,
well, I feel good, but I could give an autopsy in like an hour.
That'll give us time to rest, so if you want to look thoroughly, we could set up camp here for tonight.
I would not do so close to these corpses if there are more of them, or opportunistic predators, but on table, would Ironball remember there's actually a Krieg in Cravencliff? A particularly large red one? That likes to eat.
I think everybody does, actually. He's been kind of creeping on Jackal for a while now.
There's all one of these that was bugging Jackal.
Yes, I was about to think of that one. I believe Master Grail called it curse bait.
I hate you.
I have a lot of questions to ask when we get back to Gravencliff.
Could be a turncoat. Could have just been something else.
Plus, it was disgustingly muscular for its size. Very well. I shall check on these other ones as he goes to the betas next.
The beta is... okay, yes, the little rager. You find what's...
just a couple...
I'm letting the 23 run for the next one, too.
Alright, I just wanted to cut in too, but...
And also...
Callisti find anything about those red sappy crystals?
Oh, she did roll out this place. Sorry, I missed it. Callisti, you know these as a pretty much a kind of very experimental weapons enchantment that lasts for a short amount of time. You guys might slightly remember that Sir Smash used one very early on in the campaign, but if you rub that liquid onto a weapon, it will last for about a minute and give it 2d6 of a certain type of damage. Callisti, the ones that you were looking at are fire damage.
One sword rub.
I usually oil it, but
This one lights on fire.
Then I shall take one.
I'll take the other then, I guess. Wait, you said there was two, right? Or how many did you say there was?
There are two.
Okay. So I will add...
Can I get a D10 from you, Iron Ball, and then also a D6?
Sure thing. D10 and D6. 2 3s.
Wow. Well, okay, cool. You find 3 more of the now known fire enchantments.
3 more.
Yes, the enchantment will last a minute, and it'll give you 2d6 fire damage.
Oh,
you also find a bone battle axe.
Ooh.
So, just above table, is this the same stuff that Casper had bought like forever ago. That just it was
Yeah.
the same thing. Oh, okay. So I know how this works then.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, think of it as like a Dark Souls weapon buff.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, yeah.
I have found 3 more here.
Throw one to Genesis just in case. I'll take another one, and you can take another one.
Very well.
All right, I'll gladly take one.
All right, so you can add a fire sword up to your inventory. I'm gonna add
Hell yeah.
Though I am curious how will Genesis apply that since he has his fist weapons.
I mean,
The same way you apply it to your ball.
gently rub it until shiny, I guess.
I feel like I have lost quite a lot of blood as I am lightheaded to the joke.
It's fine. This one doesn't have its like axes, right? They were pretty much like destroyed when we.
The
brutally
chain
murdered.
blades, unless you want to take that Krieg's arms with you and use those as handles,
Okay, no.
they are fused to the bone. Probably to let the Krieg fight, even if it can't actually use its arms.
This is why I don't appreciate good craftsmanship. Sometimes if it's at the expense of a body.
Well, they are dead now, so why would they complain?
Not wrong, but I wish I could repurpose the metal, but
Then
I'm
take...
not about to carry arms with me. Plus, I have to cut through bone, and that shit ain't coming off easy.
Then perhaps smashing the arm.
No, Iron Ball, it is literally, it's bone.
I'm going to Great
I'm
Weapon
cutting-
Master swing that into the arm, see if I can splinter it.
Oh my god.
Should I roll?
You do, and you realize that the arm has already been shattered. It's just held on by tendons at this point. But the chains do end in Radius and Ulna pieces.
There, you can now repurpose the sword and chains that are left.
Well, need the fire and forge, but we're not getting that for a while, so. Do I have a... Wait, you have a pocket forge?
No, I mean at home.
She points towards the cloud of mist.
Are you sure your family would even let me near a forge without castrating me for using it?
Why does everybody think that you're gonna get castrated?
You said it was a mostly predominant woman society that generally is not kind towards males.
I mean, we've only castrated, 6,072 since the founding? And trust me, they were all total assholes. Just don't be an asshole.
Oh no.
Iron Ball looks to Elric, then back to Callisti, then back to Elric. I don't think that would be too difficult of a problem.
Guess I'm just drinking the whole time I'm there.
Do you want the other arm or not?
I'm working on it. Elric will just smash it with Graham and kind of like use it to kind of grind what's left of the tendon out.
Iron Ball will help by smashing.
Elric,
Yeah, what's up?
one of your runes gives you advantage on insight, right?
Yes. I don't know if
Stone
it's
one, I
up.
think.
I don't know if it's up yet or not because I still have that's still down because of being a nerd from before.
Right, okay. Okay, both you, Iron Ball, and Genesis are all trained fighters. Now it's after the fight. All of you could roll me history checks, I guess.
History,
Oh,
history.
insight?
Insider history. It's up to,
Yeah, insight or history, I guess.
I go
I'm
with
better at
insight.
insight, so 9.
Wow, I rolled low.
Okay, I rolled pretty good. I rolled okay.
I rolled also like ass, so
I think I got another
Felicity, it's,
23.
I mean, especially you. You notice, thinking back, you've read in a lot of books about fighting, and obviously have recently been in a lot of them. That a lot of these Kriegs have massive battle damage that seems pretty familiar, but you can't put your finger on it. Iron Ball, something just seems familiar about how what is? Oh, there's a needle in the Zeta. You pull it out, and Felicity can see that there is a very familiar alchemical dart that is used by a certain member of her family to paralyze and capture, to do research on, and turn into things.
How many are in that thing?
Just a single dart.
Holding
Just
you.
gonna have to work on it.
I'll check the rest of the body of the Zeta.
The Zeta's pretty much just wearing a butt flap.
So he doesn't have anything that'd be considered a magic focus, or
Unless you want to cut the tattoos off of it, no.
if I had some
So
leather
should I-
working tools, I could probably skin the thing and we can use its hide as a magic conduit.
Here's a knife.
Very well.
Well, good luck with that.
Alright, well, Ironbow, with that, roll survival at advantage. I think Callisti's helping.
Uh-huh.
Callisti's done a few books.
Not my
Wow.
best roll today because I lost a lot of blood myself.
Just bleeding over it as you're cutting.
Yes.
Alright, okay, with that, roll me a single... Only a d4 minus 1.
Okay.
Are they near me at all? Hold on.
So it'll be a 1.
They're not.
Nope,
Be a
not
one.
at all.
Alright.
Also, it's saving throws that you add to not.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
ability
this stuff
checks.
you don't really add to. This is the... Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. It's the Zeta.
You forgot my suit.
Oh. Pick up on the stick.
I can't. I was on the currently line I dropped.
Yeah. Felicity, you get a scroll of... Pretty much a scroll of Guiding Bolt.
Ooh.
Oh, kind of put that in the bloody book. Not the good one.
Ah, looks tasty.
Wait, they actually have infused scrolls into their flesh.
Yeah. Kind of dangerous. But the anatomy does constitute that they can do that, apparently. This one should have entire scorch marks through it.
I am now curious to see if this can be implemented to weapons.
Yeah.
Says the dude who has light on his...
doesn't mean he wants to turn guiding bolt into guiding smash. Again, the answer is flail.
Anyway, we should probably... Well, I mean, I need to get some parts of these, but we should probably rest so we can make the rest of this journey without bleeding out in the next 10 feet.
Agreed. Edward, can you help me pile up these bodies and put them on fire? They may have been our enemy, but they do deserve a somewhat cremational burial.
Indeed.
Callisti, I'm gonna let you keep the Theta in your pocket.
It's in a jar. Amongst other parts from some of these.
And yeah, you guys set a little funeral pyre. Zephyr makes his own cook fire, and I believe, if I remember right, he has the chef feed.
Yes.
So he will make everybody snacks. He also has another thing that, like, you guys have one of the best short rest medics.
He has medic. Or is he a
I believe
healer?
he also, I believe he has. He's got medic, so he'll use medic, and he'll use chef. DC 15 to check each creature on a success. A creature spends hit die during the thrust. The creature can forgo the roll instead regain max. Alright, so if this is above 15, you each can get max of one of your hit die.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
And also, you just also gain a 1d8, so I'll roll a d8. So everybody also regains a single hit point.
Yeah.
As long as you eat Zephyr's food.
Yum. Delicious.
My God, I'm not doing well with the healing.
Yeah, we'll just need enough to survive. Wow! What the fuck?
Oh,
Okay, there we go.
Alright.
We got one more. Okay, it's just going down. I'll stop.
4 more for me, hold on. 1,
How many did I roll for?
2.
He's making
There.
the ball.
Push me above half health.
Hold on. I don't like where that just all those numbers went. Okay, so that's 10. 22 health regained. Okay. Hold on.
I almost gained as much as Miser in 4 rolls, comparatively.
I'm not. Oh my God, I'm still below half. I might have to burn them all. Let me see.
I see Roll20 has determined that we are having death today.
No, I think Roll20 decided that it's no cat day.
I was gonna say, Elric rolled great. I don't know what the fuck you guys are on.
Alright. 2 more, maybe?
That's 20... I got 48? No, 49.
Alright, there's
Or no, 39, sorry.
4, 5 for Rowan.
That's
Oh,
not
I
it.
they got an even 40, so... I basically just put myself at half. I'm actually fine. With that.
13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Seeing that Elric has more hit points currently than I have total.
I only have 82 hit points right now.
Zephyr literally.
Back to 62.
Oh my God, don't I have to burn the rest of my remaining... Oh boy, you know what? Fuck it, I might as well.
Buddy.
Somebody get out a healing kit.
Is my...
It's already out.
let me see.
No, I think if you use a healer's kit during downtime with a medic feat, that's something, isn't it?
Yeah. So everybody should have given themselves max roll on one to hit die.
I did,
Okay, I thought
but it still wasn't enough. Iron Ball was literally starting at 12 hit points this session.
one.
Felicity had 1.
I know.
Okay, I added another +3 because I'll max my second roll. Since I rolled like a... Dude, Elric rolled great. I don't know what you guys are on.
Well,
Pain.
well, I guess you'll have to be the tank next time then.
This is the anti-cat forest, apparently.
Rare.
This forest was brought to you by Cats, the remake.
Oh,
Rare.
don't you know? Anyway,
God bless anyone that actually saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Cursed.
I pray for your souls.
I don't know what's wrong. As Elric's just like drinking and like patching up some holes.
Yes, I need to have some soy sauce right now.
Alright, so you all enjoy a nice pasta lunch filled with carbs and definitely totally not Krieg meat. that Zephyr whips up for you.
Hey, they're no longer sentient.
Said every cannibal ever.
And
You're not wrong.
your short rest. Christy, what are you? What bits did you take?
Oh, a finger here, a heart there, skin, maybe an eyeball.
Would you like Zephyr to roll a medicine check at advantage, or would you like to?
Zephyr.
Zephyr points to one of the hearts, and he goes, "That's not right. There's an extra valve, and it's definitely bigger than the rest of the heart."
Yeah, I was wondering about the mutations.
It's more like infused with something.
Well, never a dull time to dissect something. She'll start cutting the heart open.
As you do, one of those, the darker section is definitely harder than the others, than the more natural shaded section, and fuck, I want to give it to you. Roll me an Arcana. You've seen this before, but extremely rarely. That's a piece of a dragon heart. But a very, very small one that has been attached to this kobold.
Well, time to check the others. I guess they are burned. So I
You
guess
look over to the burnt pile of ash and bone.
Did something happen?
Actually, still raking through it to see if they survive being what they are.
Ironball, you started the fire. Roll me a D100.
Sure. I was 2 off the funny number.
Roll me a D4.
Oh shit.
All
Two.
right.
The
There
2
is
I
one
needed.
piece. Yes, there is one piece that also has remained, and you can probably put 2 and 2 together that this is most likely some sort of fire-resistant dragon's heart. The other 2 probably had something else in them.
If these are what I think they are, we might be able to kill Marthane.
How so?
Well, these are fire-resistant dragon heart chunks. And how many fire-resistant dragons do you know?
On most.
I would suspect that Marthane would have a brood of his own.
No. Well, still, if they're related to him, I could do with bloodlinkers.
Good thing to at least look into.
Though there is also the fact that there are other dragons besides Marthane himself. There is also, if I recall, there was a rumor of some idiot that was trying to use the true polymorph and turn himself into a red dragon.
Oh yeah, that was disgusting and funny at the same time.
What would happen
I
if...
sold that hand.
I see, so you were the ones that were involved in that. Now, my question is, though, since you are the one who has the arcanic knowledge of this, but would one that has been turned by true polymorph not serve as ingredients?
Callisti is definitely doing math. I suppose, but these are grafted, so I mean it is possible, but maybe?
Again, I pose questions since I do not know, and I am only going by the hypothetical what if scenario.
But I also have a weird feeling that if there was more people using True Polymorph on the enemy side, these would be the least of our worries.
Perhaps it is not that they are using them for battle, but using them for stock material. On table, does Ironball know the report about the Dwarven Silver War in Novid Cause?
We probably told you by now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we were there, and I think we talked about it a little bit.
I am just asking because I don't want to metagame it as Ironball. Ironball will now add his other thoughts. Considering you mentioned a traitor that turned into a glass dragon, perhaps that was a failed attempt. But what if there were those that actually had succeeded? Turned those into dragons, but not for battle, but to be used as ingredients, since, as I understand it, even young dragons have potent material ingredients for the Arcana.
And, Elric, you've heard of full battalions of these things. Like thousands and thousands of just the alphas, not alone the zetas or betas.
Considering these things are mass-produced, it could at least make sense, since they basically make up full, battalion units that would roam the battlefields. So I don't think it's something that was just propped up overnight. If anything, the one in Novid Cause was a poor attempt at recreating something.
I think that was Callus's thing too.
This is what bothers me. If these creatures are the shock troopers, there must be someone providing raw material. Do we know the full extent of Marthane's allies and backers? From my understanding, the Yellow Dragon was his financial backer. Hence why.
Jeebus and this would be above table. We know about the, I keep forgetting Caradel's family's name. Do we know about them or no?
The Eloans?
Yes.
Yes. Definitely Callisti, because her family hates them.
I mean, it could be also experiments from the Eloin that Marthane's using and propagating up.
Well, that's the thing, is why I'm questioning where these come from, because I probably shouldn't mention there's a process where you can kind of take somebody's heart out and keep it alive and, well, grow extra parts off it and use those.
Are you referring to the
secret.
regenerate spell?
I did not expect you to actually know what they were doing.
That is because I believe the one known as Hector, Gretel's friend, used it on me when I was semi-comatose.
But theoretically, being that dragons are excessively resilient, theoretically you can vivisect a dragon, still have it not be anywhere near death.
Wow, it's been past a month. Callisti, roll me a history check.
Oh shit.
Something tickles the back of your mind when you say the word vivisection.
Wow.
Oh man.
Do I remember?
Probably not.
Well, we'll leave it at that. I mean, if it was important, it would have been in her notes.
Are you referring to my notes? I remember. Iron Ball.
Guess why is it to your notes, actually, but yes.
Unfortunately, Jackal was the one with you guys at that time, not Iron Ball. So he can't help on that one.
What, you don't have your player notes?
There,
Would Elric
my
remember
notes,
at all?
my notes
Or
are
it would
available
not
to
matter?
everybody. I think. Jeebus, is Jackal's notes available to everyone to look
Yep,
at?
that's him.
Could be.
Okay, yeah.
I was
So
gonna
you guys go for the treasure hunting.
say. Would,
We'll
I'm
leave
assuming
that in the
Elric
back
wouldn't
of
have
your head
remembered
now.
it. Since Elric's generally the Smack and Slash anyway, I don't think Elric would have known, so I'll leave that to you though.
On table, I think it's something that's related to either Novic Cause or Kalos, but that's all I'm going to say.
I figured, but I didn't know if like Elric would know since he was in vivisection and
Nope.
Elric would know cut and stuff, but it's
No,
specifically
this
Callisti.
is specifically, literally one-off Callisti thing that she would probably only would have remembered with Keymind or a better roll.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Because I was gonna go even further back with the first couple of sessions with Pabra.
Oh, I remember vaguely that she offered to do a vivisection on someone or something like that.
It's right there in the back of my mind.
It's in the back of
Like-
mine.
Well, I do not know the circumstances of these ill-gotten gains. However, if we're able to understand what our enemy is resource gathering, perhaps we may be able to sabotage them.
Also, question: do we want to burn the bodies in case something were to happen, or do we want to let them go?
Definitely burn them.
Because we're sifting through ashes already.
Ah,
I mean,
I
I'll
didn't know
take-
you actually
Right.
set them on fire.
Yeah, that's why we had to roll. We only have like 2 chunks of dragon heart now.
Oh, okay.
Though I suppose, since I do not know much about the craftsmanship of it, but is it possible to make dragon slaying weapons out of these heart fragments?
I would need more runes, some metal, and at least a handle, and all things considering, I don't have the correct materials. This could be
Quite a bit of mithril.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's why I was just kind of like going a little bit more vague. If anything, you would need at least a mithril base in order to contain the heart, so it doesn't blow up the metal or be just overheated. And even that, getting our hands on that much mithril in wartime, we'd probably have to call in the few favorites of Novak Cause.
I am sure, since your extraordinary efforts and achievements of saving Nova Cause, they'd be willing to pay you that debt.
They mentioned half of them hates me in that town.
I am sure they are willing to put their
In the
differences
back of
aside.
Elric's mind, he just hears Ariel's go, ha ha, no.
Yeah.
And Ironball pushing forward. I am sure that they are willing to put aside their differences for the war effort.
Ha
We can-
no.
If we can convince him and I can get them drunk enough, maybe we can get a small amount, considering they're using it for war machines right now.
Is it not
We'd have to
possible
do
to collect remains after War Machine is used?
The mithril at that point would be so badly damaged that it wouldn't even be able to contain. I'm assuming. Jeebus, I'll kind of leave that up to you, yes or no, on that.
Absolutely not.
Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah, the mithril would be too damaged to even contain this dragon piece and would still burn through. You would need fresh mithril, freshly crafted around the same time the sword was made.
This is a good point good time to point out. Mithril does not form in the north.
That's what I figured.
You can get, what is that super dense one?
My brain was thinking titanium, but I know that's not even close to it.
Yeah, no, it's magic bullshit.
Or
Super,
calcum
that's
or
not actually-
adamantium?
Adamantium?
Adamantium, yeah. And that's rare. Ironball knows about mithril because he's from the south. And he's like, yeah, it's pretty common.
I would assume Elric would just still know because he's worked around the forge enough he would have seen it, but...
I just feel like...
Again, you've seen it, but it's been like...
Yeah.
A chunk the size of your thumbnail.
If anything, Ironball, the substitute in the north would be adamantium, and even then, I don't think the dwarves would be willing to part with any of that.
The north is quite strange.
We make do with what we have. The problem is then, if we could at least... The easiest way to look at it is if we could attack or get a hold of a caravan of Marthanes, hopefully carrying rare metals, we could maybe get our hands on some mithril, but that's a long shot and a half. And we'd have to go more towards the front lines even to consider that.
Then perhaps a trip to the front lines is necessary. Considering that the idea that these creatures have dragon parts inside them must mean that one, Marthane has either a surplus of dragon corpses or materials to work with, or B, as Callisti suggested, has fanatic servants willing to eviscerate themselves and be regenerated to be used as materials.
Question, Jeebus, since I do have them on my person, can I see what the chain blades are made out of metal-wise? If they're just regular iron or anything?
Roll me Smith's tools at disadvantage because you don't really have time.
Yeah, no worries.
Like, you have a fire, so you can kind of tell.
Yeah, I'm not trying to craft them, I'm just trying to, like, get their base... Oh, god damn it.
Steel? Not very good, you think?
Okay, that's what I figured. I was more so trying to see if I could get base components, but I guess they didn't roll well enough, so... Well...
Wait, was... Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. Well, at the very least, these hand swords don't seem to be comprised of much either, so we're not going to get anything off of them, so we might... I don't want to journey to the front lines right now, because we're currently woefully unprepared for that.
Ironball looks over to Callisti. You mentioned your cowardly friend Jackal is on the south, likely in the front lines. Is it possible to send him spell message to see if he can find any materials?
Yeah, I have the spell for it. I was just kind of leaving him alone because he kind of seemed like he wanted his space.
Then tell him it is important. And
All right,
if he asks
Ironball,
who asked him or sent requests, let them know that it was Ironball, apprentice of Master Purple.
Okay, Ironball, I'm going to level with you real quick, okay? You know how you love the flail?
That is the answer to all questions.
Now imagine that, but it's a person. The flail was a person. Would you love that the flail still? Hypothetically.
That is incredibly dumb question. It is flail. It is both question and answer.
I feel like this is going on. Okay, screw it. I'll just say normally. Jackal is currently seeing someone, and he wanted some alone time with a lady friend, and he didn't want to be bothered by us currently.
That
and
is
sending
fine.
him on the mission. No, let me continue. Sending him on the mission when he's trying to space out might only hurt us more than anything.
How
We
can
can
he
try,
be
but
certain if you do
He
not
doesn't
try?
like me.
Can you explain
Pretty
to me
sure.
as to why he does not like you? I know you tend to be a bit of a brute, but
That's pretty much it. There's no really explanation.
then simply clash iron.
Already did that. Almost died.
Then answer must have be not using flail. You have both failed your
Oh my
reconciliation.
Felicity, I'll leave it up to you if you want to message him or not, depending on what's going on.
Let's keep moving, and maybe I'll do it tonight before sunset.
Excellent.
We're
We
going
at least
into-
have a backup plan.
God.
We're
going in.
achievement. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Was it that I remember that my aunt does that regularly on Grung because it's fun?
No.
God, I don't know. I really don't remember. What, was it the trolls?
Nope. I'll give you a hint. She's blonde.
The mage that we met at Morvenhaven?
Genesis? Kidding.
Jeez. Alright, keep going back in time, my friend. She's married.
Balthazar's wife? Or is it the other one?
Nope, there's one. If you look through a certain spell book, and we're given a couple spells, but may have passed a certain spell with a very familiar name.
Oh, okay.
Felicity, anything?
Well, I mean, just the word vivisection came up once. That I can. There was a spell Balthazar's wife had.
Well, she hates me.
I am curious why many people hate you, Elric, or is that just your lack of
You see, I
self-confidence?
I have this air of being a prick sometimes. It's
Yes.
also because... Which does sometimes feed into people thinking I'm a lot stupider than I actually am. Which does play into my advantage here and there. But they do have a way of getting under a lot of people's skin that I don't mean to. Just because of who I am as a person.
I am most confused. You do not seem to act stupid, and even if you did, what advantage is that for? That being said, you and I have already clashed irons. I had slapped you with flail.
I'm just going to ignore that and keep pushing. We're going through the fog, right, Callisti?
Maybe. I
All
don't
right.
know, because that's not one of our traps, so I'm kind of a little concerned about that.
Well, that's where your family is now.
Also, I haven't seen any of the tree markings yet, so that concerns me. Well, at least I know my aunt's out there somewhere.
Alright, well, who's leading the way?
I guess I will since I have the most HP, so if I die, then at least
Actually, I think that's me.
probably
Because I wasn't in that encounter last week.
You technically were. I just forget
You
how
were,
much you
you
actually
just didn't
lost.
get hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, he just didn't get hit. There's a
yeah.
difference.
You know
Ah,
what?
you're
I'm gonna
doing-
spend a spell.
Oh no.
How are you doing, Genesis?
Me, I'm doing just fine.
I was
Doing
worried
just
considering... Oh, continue.
Who are you sending to?
Ooh, sending. No, that's all. I'm doing just fine. A few splinters here and there, but that is all.
I was worried since you When you punch one of those Krieg creatures, their head exploded.
Yeah, it tends to happen with me. I do hope he didn't suffer.
He probably did, considering what they're made of.
Oh, shoot. Well, I hope it was quick then.
Well, usually when their head explodes, I think it is.
I don't know. I hit it with flail to the face and it still kept standing.
Yes, good. Well, shall we?
Very well.
I think Callissi's focusing on something, so I'm waiting before we start heading off.
You're trying to make a sentence out of 25 words. It's hard.
I'm not blaming you, I'm just making sure that we're not leaving her behind, especially considering we don't know what we're facing against. Or if we run into her family and she's behind, we might also get lapped.
Perhaps. Or maybe she's sending message for the jackal one.
Who knows?
Okay. First of all, have any of you ever done ascending and got somebody while they're getting it on with someone? It's really awkward, okay?
Wait,
Whoa.
what? I've never been sent or do magic, so no.
What do you mean by getting it on?
I'm not going to explain that at all.
She was referring to the mating ritual.
Never mind.
My. Well, no.
I'm going to
Carry on.
Here's what we can message.
Who the fuck are you messaging that's plowing like a racehorse?
Little
Okay.
cow. What? Oh, right. Yeah, I am home, but it's a little smaller than you remember. Something happened, it got all foggy, all the elders are missing.
Oh.
If
You
you can
literally
make
just
it to the
declared
main
it that way.
tree, I don't know where Grandma is.
I feel like you messaged someone that was not the jackal.
Didn't expect her to, but
Okay, somebody needs to convince me not to immediately fly and leave you guys behind. Yeah,
because if you leave us behind, we'll die, and then you'll lose someone that's close to your father. Mostly Iron Ball. The rest of us probably would be fine.
If you
That's
must
the
hurry,
best time we've got.
I'm just gonna roll this for Iron Ball with disadvantage because of his damn brain level. Oh
Oh
well.
my god.
11. Slight common sense, but not enough. If you must hurry, then you must go.
Iron Ball, you know if she leaves us, we're probably fucked, right?
Zephyr goes, we'll all probably die without you.
Yeah, think of Zephyr, and think of Genesis, and Iron Ball. You don't have to think of me. I understand.
okay, I wasn't really gonna do this, but maybe they're out here. Let me see, this tree, no, is it this tree? Oh, maybe it's this tree. Yep, okay. You guys remember those forest spirits that we ran into on our way to Noverkaz?
The one that made me spit out toads?
I would not know since I was not with you all on that journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if I can find some of those.
Do I need
Like,
to hit it
all
with
those
flail?
things? No, they're actually helpful.
Ah, good.
Without fuck, I can't think of the word.
Unless they're rattlers. That would be a thing.
Then must I teach them the way of the flail?
No, let them be.
Indeed.
No, they're peaceful people.
There is no such thing as
I
true peace.
will
You do know
need
that.
a persuasion from the entire group.
Oh no.
Someone tells me Iron Balls is gonna be a disadvantage because he's fucking trying to maul these things.
Persuasion. Really?
Boys.
Dang, that's my best.
Boys. If Elric gets higher than all of you, no, that figures. 8. That wasn't supposed to be a disadvantage. Guys, we're the best.
We're not exactly.
We're...
Dude, that's my best like roll right there. Like that's my best stat. And I rolled that? Are you kidding me? Oh man, this is gonna be a bad session. Okay.
Nah, that's fine.
I'm gonna
Bro! What the... Well, we're fucked. Okay, thank the Lord.
Alright, okay. Alright. Whew.
What the fuck is that from, Moogle?
Totoro.
Okay. I've never seen Totoro, so... I know bits and pieces of it, but
I
I've
don't
never
think it was
watched
from
it, so-
Princess Mononoke, but
They're from
Might
all.
be... I was
Yeah.
gonna say, it might be... I was also thinking, for some reason, my mind was thinking of, fucking... Not
Spirited
Howl.
Away.
Yeah, Spirited Away. Because I think they're also in Spirited Away, too.
Okay, oh, there we go.
How's it going, Callisti?
Well, seems to like brewing.
Makes sense.
It kind of waves in the wind.
I will gives it a bow.
I'll shift do this for the people who haven't seen the Chewingas.
Chewingas!
Cute little things.
I want to hug one.
About the size of your palm.
I gotta say, you probably crush it.
I want to hold one in my palm. Or in both palms. One in each palm.
Callisti, it looks at you and sees your hat, and you see the flame above its head kind of somewhat transform into the shape of a witch's hat.
What's he got? I don't care about the gods. Hi, I need the quickest way to my aunt. The one who introduced me to you guys all those years ago.
So have you ever seen, like... This is a really horrible comparison, but, like, interpretive dance. Like,
Yes.
and it's not, like, even a good... It's a bad one, just...
Oh wait, I think I know which
Like,
one
yeah,
to
you
use.
know they're high as fuck when they did it. So it's just like starts waving its arms in one direction, and then they like just like
Wait, is that thing wrong? Looks like me whenever I get into a bar.
I think it's mimicking my aunt.
Was your aunt drunk?
Possibly. Does it count if it's not alcohol?
it will hold out its hand.
I've seen enough dormant pipes.
Is this the payment one or the
Yes.
let's go? Well, I don't really have too much on me, but
Are we talking gold?
no.
Blood? What does it want?
I did happen to have a moon blossom that I bought from someone.
Do you bring it out?
Does it want it?
If you bring out the moon blossom, it will spin on one foot and hold out both hands to you.
I will give it.
You see it take it and pretty much jam it under the little cloak that it wears. Spin up and land onto your shoulder, and it will gesture down the path. You can roll me 3d20. I will take the easiest route that you roll.
I'm not gonna say anything. Jesus Christ.
All right. You all can following the Chewinga's directions, make it relatively easily up to the fog gates. The only thing you run into is a very easily scared off, or I would probably guess it's probably talk to the thing, a brown bear that seems to just be wandering around doing bear things. And as soon as it sees the party of the 6 of you, it decides that it has better things to do.
So we're doing the bare essentials.
And it continues off, but as soon as you guys hit the fog wall, the Chewinga hops off of your shoulder, Callisti, and takes out the moon blossom and takes a petal and hands it back to you.
Oh, thank you.
It will hold the petal above his head and literally use it as kind of like a parachute and float away. Or it was like a hot air balloon, using his head as the hot air.
I hate that every time I see them, I just think of the fucking Koroks from Breath of the Wild now with that fucking music.
Yep.
Get that?
No, I'm gonna fucking throw him off a cliff.
You know, I'm actually been
All
enjoying.
right.
I've been enjoying those videos from Tears of the Kingdom.
Anyway, sorry.
People torturing Koroks. You torture these guys, you have a fucking bad time.
Moogle, Jesus Christ!
Oh,
You're making
Get
Jeeves
him out
look
now.
good today.
Get him out now.
Gonna make Jeeves blush with
Oh,
how
you're
many
rolling the
ones you're
Arcana
rolling.
4.
To see if the mist was magical. 'Cause I
That's
did-
easy, yeah. A 12 hits that. Yeah, it's magical.
But it's definitely not one of ours.
Definitely not. There's a far rounds travel there.
Well,
Shit.
there's
You know what? Genesis and actually, yeah, Iron Ball.
Yes.
Aye.
You two roll me. I know you guys aren't going to be great at these. You two roll me Arcana checks.
Oh, okay. All right.
I have a
let's do
question,
this.
but since I am a
not
monster
bad.
hunter, would this, or rather the monster myths... Actually, wait, does that?
This has nothing to do with a monster.
Okay, now,
Looking
so,
if there's like anything with like plane hopping. Probably.
I was like, yeah, this has everything to do with me, with them traversed planes.
okay. Well, here's Arcana.
Well, better, almost as good as Callisti.
Iron Ball, to you and most people around, actually, the fog just kind of has a strange smell to it. Genesis, you know that this is something different. This is not your average fog. It's more of a planar shifting kind of thing.
Planar shifting. So we're traversing into a different plane of existence. That's basically what he knows right now, right?
Possibly. Or another plane of existence has taken over this area for a time.
Oh, that's not right. Whatever I'm looking at here is not of this world. Or rather, not of this plane.
Did someone explain that for people that don't do planar jumping bullshit?
Is that something close to when I was nearly thrown into the, I believe, hole of hell when we were fighting with that assassin?
Okay, never mind. I think I know what that means then. Oh god, I think my map is like...
No, there's a new thing with the animated stuff that if you move at all, you have to hit play again.
I don't like that.
That's weird.
No, I hate it, actually.
Yeah, the fog was
I
moving for a
even
brief
zoom out.
moment, but now it's there.
So if you scroll to like the very bottom, you might be able to hit play because you can control it. Oh, but see, I can hit play and then it'll cycle once and stop.
oh, that's terrible.
I don't see.
Yeah.
Oddly
I
enough,
don't,
I
do the
don't
play
see
button.
anything.
It might be only to you,
Yeah.
Jeebus. Might have to see if there's like a loop function. Also, my
I'll have to. I'll have to look at it later, but I just had to begin starting with the issue.
no worries.
Interesting.
So I didn't know about it.
It's alright, buddy. Yeah, Iron Bowl at, I believe, when we defeated that assassin at the Man with the Skeleton museum place, he went to another plane of existence.
Oh, okay. So it's essentially just a hell.
Perhaps.
Not quite. It could be. I heard there are many. But think of it like this. Think of everything that you know and everything that exists in this world. Every single bit of knowledge, every single bit of wisdom. Now scrap that and start new. That's what another plane of existence is, I believe.
That is most concerning if I have to learn the art of the flail once again.
I don't think it's that drastic.
We're always learning.
This is true, but I do not wish a massive gap in my knowledge of the flail.
Oh, then I must not tell you anymore.
Please do
All
not.
I'm learning is that Iron Ball just wants to keep hitting things with flail.
You are not wrong.
Oh god, I can't believe we've gone to the desert. Or we're high as fuck.
Well, I mean, that's the question. Do you guys enter?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But before that,
Someone leave?
Mariner.
Oh. He's back.
I think,
Yeah,
Jesus. Do dwarves smoke a lot, or are they more just like heavy drinkers rather
Let's
than
just
smoking?
say a dwarven pipe's usually not filled with tobacco.
Okay,
Actually,
so Elric would have an idea of what this is, then? Unless they're filling dwarven pipes with ale, which would be funny.
It's whiskey, actually. No.
Hell yeah. Let's
Shit on
go.
fire. Yeah, they just light it up and like, I can smell the alcohol fumes.
actually, Ironbow will look to Callisti and ask, is your aunt inside the fog wall or outside of it?
She mentioned the big trees. That's inside.
And you know, the central tree is obviously the center of this Cave and Coven. For most of the major meeting places in, well, your favorite place, the library was. But yes, as you continue through and walk down the fog path, it does smell quite herbal. Callisti, you've obviously smelled these every time you were near your aunt. Elric smelled this a lot in the mines, in whatever way a dwarf could not be sober. Genesis living on a beach town. Everybody in their own way has smelled this before. Ironball, you've probably ignored it on accident.
There was probably too much blood and iron in my nose. And soy sauce.
But, everybody roll me a perception check.
Oh, God. It's been so long since I've had this smell in my nose.
Wait, this devilweed or the other one?
Wait, there's...
Dang it, man. Oh my
Devil.
goodness. Why is it everything I'm good at, I'm rolling horribly, but everything I'm not really good at, I'm rolling pretty freaking good.
I have not rolled above like a 10 really at all today outside of my hit points. What a day.
It is the, it is the cruelty and fickleness of the dice gods.
I'm sad.
I know. Me too.
Well, it doesn't... Elric doesn't have a lot of stats he's good at it anyway, so I'm not too worried about it.
I feel like I
Smells like
should know
mine.
the smell, but for some reason all I can remember is the blood pits and my nose being broken many times.
Does that mean that your nose is gonna be broken once again?
That is why I'm worried.
Bye.
I pull out my flail and light it up.
Something approaches.
God damn it.
I do not know, but I'd rather be... Oh, I do sense something is approaching.
Zephyr, are you feeling alright at least? Is Brady here? Because I saw him in his chat, I think. Unless I am high up. As the
You
people-
are on Drugas.
For some reason, yep.
Oh, did somebody say Chuwumba? Joining shortly, watching the stream for now. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I saw that. I thought he joined for a minute, and I might just be high. That's okay. I'm on the drugs that are in this fucking map.
I think we all are in some degree.
I mean, but Elric, Callisti, Zephyr, and Rowan see a somewhat familiar face. Driving his horseless cart.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
How he is able to drive his cart without horse? This is
Magic,
more that
probably.
magic stuff that I always hear about.
I'm looking at Callisti as... Yep, there she goes. I'm going to die in here.
Quite possibly.
Are you the one responsible for what's going on?
In the long scheme of it, no.
Then in the short scheme of it,
Yes.
And this is the one that my sister tried to mess with?
Wow, your sister's a lot taller than you are.
You literally see Callisti struggling not to flip him off.
I am curious if I may... What is your name, if we may address you, sir?
He will literally do a front flip off the cart and land into a bow. Fan out a hand of playing cards. I am Lucky Alape.
Ironball gives
Pleasure
him
to
a...
make your acquaintance.
Ironball gives him a former salute. Ironball, apprentice of Master Percival.
I've met him before.
Ah,
Did not want to make deal.
so you know Master Percival. That is good.
Yes, he's very terrifying if you get in his way.
He is good,
Riddles.
Master. No.
Zephyr, are you feeling better now? I know the fog is really bad. I don't know if he's still here.
Oh.
He's in.
Oh.
Woof.
I was
Oh.
like,
Oh.
he went mute.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Okay.
It might still be trying to fix it. Anyway.
Hello.
Ironball will add, if it is not too much trouble, but is it possible to simply mitigate the, if I understand correctly, if the sister caused the trouble, is it not possible just to simply accolade the punishment to her only?
Well, that was originally the plan, yes, but unfortunately, I have found my friends.
What is
And he
hap-
looks directly at Christy. Where do you think I found them? The people closest to me.
I'm sorry, who is this man? Or God or entity?
Well, thank you for the compliment, but no, I'm just a man. I'm just known as a Vistani. We just travel.
We're in a... Okay, question. Can I roll to see if we're in a different plane or if that gateway was just had that planesy magic? Is it possible for me to roll for perception or something, or arcana to see or sense
you're
something?
level 12. You spent a shit ton of time in the Untamed Wilds. I bet you accidentally stumbled into a Fey Path once or twice. Roll me a 2. survival.
Survival.
I like survival for that one.
Okay. No. Okay.
You really can't tell.
Okay.
You're,
What? Where are we? Or when?
you are on the path to the Duskhaven Sanctuary. It is just that way. Unfortunately, he looks directly at Callisti and his eyes kind of harden. The testing chambers are out of commission for now.
Testing chambers.
That doesn't surprise me.
Did something...
Yes. If you all remember the last time you met me, I said I was looking for a couple of friends of mine. I found them.
Huh.
I suspect they are not in good health, then.
They are now.
They with you then, or?
Yes. Finn. Leela. Why don't you say hello? And you see how Makiel can drive a cart without having horses. As you see this entity take a few steps forward.
Oh no. God damn it.
Oh, what is it, boss?
Is that a...
I see he has eaten well.
The hell?
Yes.
He's bigger than me. I'm not the one small as Callisti.
It's usually they really liked apparently what Rilla can do with magic, and her spell about gems. And well, look at Finn, a specimen of the male species, eh, Miss Duskhaven? You are quite nice. I thought the next Duskhaven I meet would also be quite nice, but no. She tried to take over my mind. I'm not really a fan of that. But I made it here. And the whatever gods you all believe in worked out for me. Because I found Finn in a cage, being tested on. I found Rilla on the table, nearly dead.
Yes. I can relate to the idea of vengeance.
This is not vengeance. I am not a vengeful man. The Vistani have a saying. Don't fuck with the Vistani.
Very crass saying.
It's much better in my tongue. The only thing you get is the little one in the back is very, very slightly humming with fiendish.
Very, very slightly? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like her already.
I mean, to be honest, just as much as Rowan is.
Oh! I don't like Rowan anymore. I'm kidding.
Rowan, get away from the party.
Like how you and Zephyr ping Angelic, Rowan and this one ping Devil.
Iron Ball. Friends? Or foes? Or teetering down the middle?
Truth be told, this will be my second encounter with the gentleman before we were sent to the island.
This is our, what, third? Wow, the wrong
And
accent.
if I am to make a sound judgment without relying to the flail, I suspect he was wronged, as it was his friends. And I believe my niece is now taking things on the emotional turn.
I see.
Kind of waiting for it to see how Callisti reacts.
Yeah, Mogul, you are muted if you're saying anything.
No, I haven't been. You guys have been talking.
Okay.
Callisti, you see a lot of rage in her at first, and then just kind of falls, you know? And then she just walks over, looks up at him. It's barely a whisper. Please.
He leans down and actually kneels down, puts his gets right next to your ear and goes, so just you can hear it. This will only help. If they can get over their arrogance, they might join your war. I'll be going now. You can save them. It's just a couple puzzles.
I hope so. She kind of looks at him.
He'll smile at you, and you're used to being smiled at by like other people, but there's a definite hint that he knows more than he's letting on.
So she just kind of, there's, you know, that sorrow that she's had, that pleading, but there is definitely a steel in her eyes as she looks at him and says, if you're lying to me, there is nowhere I won't find you.
I have never been a liar. But the only way they'll get out of this is getting over their own arrogance. And you'll see that he'll flick his sleeve, show you an ace, and flick it back down.
She just kind of steps away, and kind of, so everybody knows that she's saying no, get out of their way.
Finn, Rila, we have a war to settle. Don't worry, I got disguises for you both. And he hops on his cart. Finn gets on the back and begins pushing.
I forgot he fucking pushed it.
I see two Genesis
Fuck
talking.
your
I
head
just
horses.
realized.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
And just about a single turn of the cart's wheels, and you see that it fades 50%. Another turn, 75%. And by the time it gets to where Genesis is currently standing, it is gone.
What the fuck?
Reminds me of an old man that I met on the road.
I am now never going to mess with Dominic. I have no fucking clue what the fuck that was.
Ironically, I empathize with him.
Felicity, you do look good with gray. See you soon. Catch me if you can.
Oh, God.
Oh shit. I see he has become the Leonardo DiCaprio to your Tom Hanks.
Who are they? They sound like annoying people.
It depends on who you ask.
Are they
The
warriors?
The fog's getting to Elric.
Sorry. Air is starting to fuck with my head.
I see, but Ironwall places a paw on Callisti's shoulder. Oddly enough, as I said, I empathize with him, simply because, in a similar case, I was part of the destruction of the Prismarine when I heard that the other alley cats were being kept as prisoner. And a lot of bodies followed the trail that I left behind.
Uncle, I understand it too.
That's good. Now, let's go save them.
1, 2, 3. I need all of you who are currently here. Zephyr, I don't know if you can hear, but I would like a D20 from all of you.
D20, you got it.
Oh boy, I've
Yes.
been rolling.
I am arrived. Everyone say thank you, Jaden, for the computer.
Thank you, Jaden, for the computer.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you,
Jesus
computer.
Christ.
Wow. Thank you, computer, for the Jaden.
Oh, please, one more 6. Please, God damn.
No, we're not summoning the... Wow, that is oddly pretty even across the board, except for Iron Ball.
Why is
Oh
always
my God.
Iron Ball? There's always something outlier.
I love how it's like 8, 6.
I need Elric to reroll.
Uh-oh.
Oh, thank the Lord.
While you re-roll, I have
Why
a couple
the-
questions.
Oh my God! Kill myself.
I just can't have doubles.
No, you're
Oh,
fine.
so,
Does
wouldn't
that mean Calixte
Jen...
or Zephyr has to reroll as well?
Oh, to Callisti and Zephyr? Zephyr, reroll too.
I got a 1, Lucas.
Hey,
16? Alright.
Dang it.
I'm gonna die. in
I
this
guess
ball,
either
guys.
Clisty or Zephyr then, too, because they both got 8.
Zephyr already did.
Oh, he did?
Really?
Oh, okay. I just see it now.
I have
Where the cart disappeared.
quick questions.
Yes.
I look like an angel boy.
Oh, I just dragged on the wrong token.
Okay. Where's my dog? Is he not supposed to be here?
I didn't drag on his token.
Beautiful. Last question. Did we just walk into the mist and run into them, or was it like another teleporty thing?
You walked into the mist, and everybody kind of felt the ground somewhat shift, as if this might still be on Jordova, but it might be a slightly altered version.
Cool, I'm good.
Yeah, to give you the really quick recap, we entered the mist because we got a message of what was going on, and we ran into Machiel with his 2 friends, which he explained us his reason why he did what he did, and he's given us apparently maybe a way to help the Dusk Havens without resorting to absolute violence, but by most of us, and even by Callisti, he was sort of justified in what he did, because his 2 friends were being experimented on.
Alright, 1 is 16. That is... fucking... Sorry, I'm having keyboard issues.
Okay.
Alright, so a 1, a 16, and 8, a 6. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Callisti, roll me a d20. Sorry. D8, D8, D8.
That's a 6.
Also, did you say level 12?
No, we're level 11.
Okay, cool.
And the 6.
I don't think our DM wants our fighters to hit level 12 anytime soon.
I think it was just a Freudian slip from I was watching earlier.
So,
Yeah,
right
no
where
worries.
the cart disappeared, where Machiel would have been, is a small leather bag with these items in it.
A fish. Why is there a knife in here? Wait, I'm assuming the nat 1 was a knife.
Uh-huh.
Damn, I am happy now that I rolled the nat 1.
If you rolled a 2, you would have got the Great Saber.
Yeah, I couldn't have used it either way. Elric's not like really a dex base, even with finesse. Would have been. Who wants this stabbing knife? Not my forte, too small.
They're probably for answering the riddle.
What riddle?
The puzzles we have to solve ahead.
Indeed.
I mean, he did also seem like a salesman, so he's probably just helping us in general.
I believe it's best that we hold on to them for now. As he looks at the Ace of Spades. I am not much of the reader of fortunes, but I suspect this particular card looks... I guess Allie would love to have collected this, but I am one to say this is creepy.
I mean, I was just saying, it's very fitting that Callisti is the one who rolled the Devil's deck.
Yeah, I'm just adding to Allie saying, like, yeah, Allie collected cards.
Well, let's keep going.
And that 20 would have been the flute. As you know,
Oh my fucking god,
No,
man!
just saying.
I know, but no.
Nobody got
I
it.
feel like with this party that would have been awful.
Anyway,
Yeah.
shall I take point, Callisti, or...
It is extremely easy to know the way to go. Because as you get to where the back of where the cart was, where Finn was standing, are gigantic footprints. Like that lizard man weighed tons. Like, he was probably even more dense than he looked as he leaves gigantic indents.
Perhaps a dragon.
I was thinking that too, but I do not recall seeing any dragonoids of that particular built and like.
Do dragons change their shape to disguise themselves?
From what I've heard,
The dragon.
maybe. I
Yes.
know I have heard the ones in the north are quite capable of that.
We quite literally know that they do.
I do not know. I do not know if Marthane is vain enough to disguise his form.
Not Martin. Never mind. Wait, would Ironball not know about Drake?
No.
No?
Who's the man that
I
introduced
didn't
me?
know like if he knew from like Drake's Salvation at all.
No.
Not Drake's Salvation, no.
The
Okay.
Drake gets? Yeah, no.
I don't think we've explicitly explained Drake.
Okay.
We did not.
We decided not to talk about Steel Dragon.
True.
And
You
the
were-
B team never met Drake.
Okay.
Exactly.
For some reason I thought they did, but I might just because of Drew Growl, but
The
Even
only
Drake one night of drinking, but
the only
probably.
the only magical dragons that Iron Ball has encountered was the yellow dragon when she was playing her card game before she decided to transform and nearly kill us too.
I bet
and-
you would have seen the dragon transform.
Yeah, a dragon transform. He does not know if it's common, and he's also encountered that other dragon from the council. I forgot his name. Margot, or wherever his name was. Once. But that was it. He's only seen 2 dragons that can transform to humans. Rest of them, angry big lizards that breathe elemental fires and all that stuff.
I don't think that was a dragon. I
Hmm.
mean, there was a potential for a half dragon, but he didn't really put off that much.
Also, did you see
Probably.
that? Did you see that sword he was carrying as well? That shit was insane. Looked almost worse than Graham. About half the size of my fucking head.
The mountain man doesn't understand what an anchor is.
I thought he had the bone would have at that point. The whale bone.
Yes, he did. He did have the whalebone sword. Never mind. You're right.
Also, technically, Ulrich still wouldn't know what an anchor is because he really didn't go ship traveling.
Yeah.
Well, considering what his companions are, I suspect he was just as battle-hardened as we are.
Looked like it. Though he seemed a bit too showy for my liking.
There is...
He does big shirtless man.
I'm at least appreciating your swimsuit's weird and embodied voice in my head. He still hasn't taken it off, by the way.
God damn it. Completely knocked me off of my kilter. Alright. Ironball is just gonna continue.
It's a really dark place.
Well, hopefully we will not have to deal with that situation. That being said,
And as you guys have been walking and talking, Callisti, you're still you can easily recognize portions of the very clearly Duskhaven forest. You are currently deep into the warded territory. The problem is that none of the traps have gone off.
Oh. Okay.
but considering that the large one was pushing the cart and nothing was going on, I would not be surprised if nothing had happened on their way out.
Did we tread lightly?
Well,
You have to roll me an insight check.
Who girl?
Alright, inside, no whammies, no
Everybody.
whammies.
Oh.
Finally! Thank the Lord.
Damn it! Oh. Alright.
Wow, Moogle and I rolled the same thing.
Beautiful.
Wait. My dice said 16, but I rolled a... What?
I don't know why that was at advantage, but
I probably showed Callisti's dice miser, but
Yeah,
Wow.
it looks like you suck Callisti's dice.
Okay.
Alright, Joe, this is your first time meeting him, and kind of like you're still getting used to the group, so you're not really picking up much.
Mm-hmm.
Ironball, you were more worried about stepping on something or what needs to be flailed next to really get a full grasp.
The ladder.
Zephyr, it just seems to be an extra layer to this. But Callisti and Elric, that man might have shown a jubilant and free-willed side, but something in those eyes shows that the Duskhavens have finally run into possibly a better planner than they expected.
I don't expect
Especially
it to say.
Callisti. You know that even Athena may have met her match and been outwitted by a man.
Ooh, that's gotta sting the pride. Alright. Oh. I'm definitely worried for my own sake.
I do not know what is going on, but is there something that needs to be flailed?
Not yet. We have about another 932 meters to go.
And after 932 meters, I did not put you guys' tokens down, so you can't see shit.
I see things, but not.
Yeah, I see like an angle, but
I see some part of the world, and I do not know what I'm
There's
looking at.
Genesis, there's Elric, there's Callisti, Iron Ball,
I'm still loading anyway.
Rowan, Zephyr,
oh my god, I remember this map. We
Hit.
Ah, here we are.
No, it would be this Hades.
Miser, do you remember this map?
Uh-huh.
This is where we pissed off a bunch of people.
This is also where we made the stupid trade.
That was on you, to be fair. Casper was trying to do
No.
something. Oh wait, no, was it on Eris?
It was,
I think Eris.
it was
It
with
was Eris and
Slaughter.
Slaughter, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, was
Uh-huh.
it? God damn it.
I'm still loading for some reason.
I was
That's
about
probably just
I was about to correct
because
you. It
the-
was like,
You know what? Let me turn off the dynamic lighting.
I
Don't
forgot about
really
these
need it.
fucking leaves, man.
it was the Osiris guy that put the weird looking
that
arrow
help,
things.
Brady.
Also,
I just am reloading my
Okay.
thing. So, oh, there we go.
Genesis, you might want to delete. You have 2 tokens down. You might want to just
Why
delete
does
one. of them.
Genesis keep putting himself down? Yeah.
I think it's because someone puts it down and then he puts down his own again. I'm assuming.
Ooh, big map. Wow.
Very big map.
You guys break through the fog wall, and some still seeps in, but there's a very clear definition of what is traversable and what is currently closed off. And
I just realized I was muted the entire time. My bad.
No worries,
what
buddy.
you guys see, Callisti, you see, obviously, like your home. You've been in this specific tree for nearly almost a decade of time, all put together. But everybody else sees a large central oak tree with many branching off. It looks like an elf built this, but it was taken over by witches. So it is very purposefully built and definitely formed by manipulation over time. But there's definitely another aspect to it, a very magical aspect. And those with a even somewhat just above average passive perception can hear quite a large argument between 2 women coming from the central section of the tree.
Niece, I am quite curious, but are we to expect any hostiles here?
Not you guys.
I will have flail ready just in case they draw ire onto us.
Please don't. I don't want to get.
Uncle, just relax.
God damn it, Jeebus. I see you, motherfucker.
How the fuck do we get up from here?
It's more of a loop, so you would kind of go like this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wait, like that?
You know, I've never been to tree villages before. I hope to God I don't break anything.
Are you afraid of breaking anything? They most likely will break you.
Not what I meant. Alright, come on. Let's go, because Callista's starting to run off.
So you zoom me up, and you see. Why can't I click? Oh, I'm gonna ruin it, that's why. You see this one lift up her sunglasses. Cal?
Hi. back.
Everything okay?
Beast.
I need to explain some things. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Madam?
Greetings.
Going to die here.
And she'll kind of, in a very quick set of hand signs, Callisti in the Duskhaven silent language, do I need to kill them all?
So she just rolls her eyes, literally says, no.
She quickly turns around and signs over to this one.
Jesus Christ! Okay.
No. Damn it, no.
Hand
Put
is...
the focus away.
I kind of like hide behind Elric after the first sight of that little one.
Iron Ball's hand goes dangerously close to the handle of his flail.
I whisper to Elric, what the fuck is that?
Ironball, you feel a hand slowly try to move your hand away from your flail.
I'm going to use strength for that now.
Oh my god, we're going to fucking die here. I can't stand people that are too proud.
Okay.
Should I roll
Uncle?
athletics for that, or?
Just stop, please.
I am under the impression that we came here to help the Duskhaven, not be... Well, they seem to be actually not in any danger.
You,
Nerd,
obviously
miss.
have never been here before.
I came here to aid my niece.
Okay, how many of us are left, Feast?
Me, my sister, your sisters, your aunts, both your aunts actually, your sister's best friend, Neloth, Steam, and your mother.
So Granny's missing, isn't she? Oh boy, that's not good.
Oh, she was the first one to go missing.
Missing.
I don't understand why she wouldn't. That's not the problem. I just need to figure out what to do. So what are they arguing about now?
Whose fault is it? For some reason, Athena doesn't think it's hers.
Alright. Is there a door?
There is, well, it's more like a big leaf, but it is magically enchanted to
Before Callisti
block out
goes-
sound.
Yeah, before Callisti goes in there, Iron Ball will ask, do you need our assistance, or should we wait outside? Or let me rephrase that. Do you need our presence, or should we wait outside?
That's up to you, but, Feast, we had a lot of fighting when we got to the forest. Can you give them at least some place to rest?
Maybe it makes signals rest or rest.
Oh, yeah, no, of course, yeah, I want you to, yeah, definitely in
Beds.
cemetery. No.
Are we under house arrest?
No.
I am. Hi, I'm Feast.
Pleasure to meet you, Elric Storm Smasher.
Then,
Must we go anywhere where somebody doesn't want to kill us?
considering we had to fight those strange dragonoid things,
back there, that's my sister Famine.
I purposely not look in that direction.
Not much of a talker, is she?
Oh, she's quite the talker, but she just doesn't have any vocal cords. Made a deal with the devil, but she does know its name now. So,
Heresy.
I know this might be too much to ask, but do you have anywhere with a makeshift forge, just in case?
oh, well, I will show you over to Steam's workshop. Follow
Try
me,
not-
men.
Try not to be too much of a bother, then.
She called me a man.
Are you not a man? Sorry, looked at him. What is a man?
Well, yes, I am a man, but just like it seems as though like she doesn't like men.
About that moment, you all hear, "I'm back, bitches!"
And another fucking thing. A big lizard? That's what you decided to chat? Not the
Ironball, leading me to be with you and your niece.
I would think it'd be best that you go with the others, just in case they need protection. If something
I'm
were
not
to...
going anywhere near that.
If you need anything,
And
Find
who
me.
the fuck, Callisti?
Yeah, it's me.
Why?
This dude walks over, grabs a chair from the wall, then drags it over in front of her sister, climbs up on it.
Ironball will help
Who
on
is
that.
The living testicle.
I am Ironball.
that is
Okay, and it's like Callisti like kind of closes her eyes for a moment, and then she just slaps her sister. Then she hugs her, and then she slaps her again and goes, "That's for calling my uncle a living testicle."
Now my ears are short. Oh.
I do not recall you being part of Allie's children.
She's
God,
not.
no.
Good.
God, you believe in.
What was your father's name? Chad?
It was Dick. Thank you.
Yes, I now thank Bahamut for that particular not happening. Now to have proper introductions without the absolutely degrading insults, I am Ironball, apprentice of Master Purple.
It's named after a ball.
Okay.
No one
first of
else
all,
finds that funny.
It's hilarious, but first of all, he can pretty much crush anything you're going to throw at him with that. So, before I slap you again, why?
Why not?
yeah.
What?
Second of all, I'm surprised you haven't slapped me back, considering how you used to be a bitch, but let's fix this.
As you turn around, she smacks you in the back of the head. Takes your hat.
Hold on.
And that's the moment that she sees Zool sitting there right under the hat, staring at her.
Wow, look, you got another one.
Everyone just hears the very audible grip on Ironball's grip on the handle. Like, I would advise you to not touch my niece, especially during these strange circumstances that I hear that the Dust Cavens were in trouble. So I came here to
Terrible.
aid my
Keep
niece.
your wrinkly ass away from me.
Terrible. That's my sister. She's an idiot.
I know
You're an idiot.
you are a fool.
Short.
I am proud of my height. Gives me the advantage to break the jaws of those that are taller than me.
Look at me, I gotta parade around like my big witch with a dumb hat.
This woman's gonna fucking die in a ditch. I'm waiting.
She's in range, that's for sure.
As he steps back over, pushes Ironball back a little bit. You know, that gentle.
Callisti.
Hi, Nami.
good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Just a moment,
Right.
please.
I do apologize for the inconvenience.
Yep. Felicity steps back up to her sister and looks up at her. I'm the idiot. I'm not the one who had to torment her sister so you could pass your classes.
I'm an enchantress.
Excuse
That's
me,
how it
what?
works.
Yeah, and you're shit at it. The only reason you passed...
Fuck you, I'm really good.
No. Every time you couldn't pass something because you were falling behind, you came to me, and I had to write spells for you. I had to make it so you could understand the simplest goddamn things. Don't test me,
Really?
sister.
As you see the first elder now, girls. Felicity, unfortunately, being an enchantress is not all about magic. It is manipulation. And you did fall for hers.
Okay. First of all, who casts charm on a 7-year-old, okay? That's just a dick move. Second of all, the only reason you did was because you poisoned me, okay? You didn't think I knew? You barely could pull off half these charms. And you know what? At the end of the day, yes, I hated you for every time you did that to me. But the fact is, I still love you because you're my sister. And you're an idiot, and I pity you because you can't keep up. It took me a long time to realize that, okay? I forgive you. We have more important things to worry about than you being you, okay?
I don't need to fucking hear this. I
Silence!
work. Silence. Roll a wisdom save.
Okay. He was getting ready to hit her too. Oof.
Oh, she got violence on me?
Well, no.
No, on Ironball.
On Ironball because he's ready to hit her because he's getting angrier. I'm gonna burn my superior willpower too, just to add to it. So that'll be what now? D10? Yep. Alright, so that is a 23.
The apprentice of the parable. Please, do not harm my student, or I will have to get involved. The one in the chair says to you.
Not even giving the elder, well, he's just locked eyes on this one here. And just adds, then perhaps there is a need of a clear explanation. Why is it that Callisti needs to put so much effort to help those that are, at least from my ears, mistreating her? To me, she is family. And yet...
And this is how this portion of this family operates. They yell and scream at each other, but they also cry at each other too.
Where's the matriarch?
She's at her home, and I believe safe and sound for now. For what I've seen of the fog, it was mainly to deal with the elders that were experimenting with the dragonoid and the halfling tiefling. We did apparently quite irritate a outer planar being. Again. And neither of these two figured out that their targets were from a different plane. You see both of them kind of just shrink.
Felicity just stares at them both like, you shitting me?
I am extremely disappointed, and at this point, mastery is out of the question. Help fix this, or help your sister do it, because she's actually a competent mage. Mr. Ironball, I would like it that if you kept your weapon aside. You have unfortunately already been marked by the one outside. You seem to have grabbed a weapon near her twin sister, and they, let's just say, her and her devils do not approve.
Ironball will slightly
We are
relax.
all a sisterhood, Ironball. We do not want to bring any harm, especially to the ones that the and she actually, Clissy, this is a first for you. And Elder bows her head to you. The matron's second. And gestures to the shawl around your shoulders.
Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag.
I am most confused here now.
I am
Your
one of the
niece?
only 2 scribes in this entire family.
Nerd.
I'm waiting for that nat 1 reaction first at the moment.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
No.
Oh, I heard it.
You went, nerd.
Is that her sister?
Oh.
Of course.
I gotta roll that, actually. Could I have heard that as a
Wizard
question?
is good at writing. We're all good at writing.
Well, I got 17 passive perception. I'm just gonna roll this.
Ironball's got
Right
a
next to
fucking-
you.
I
was
know.
gonna say,
I know.
Ironball's got a fucking killer and get us exiled from this place.
Ironball's never been one to really think things through. He's an emotional cat.
I
Uncle?
know.
Uncle,
If
let me handle this.
Should I tell him about the devil on his shoulder?
No. Just let me handle this, Uncle, okay?
fine, but I find it
Master Zoo. You look weakened.
I'm a manifestation of her mind.
Ah, you read the book. And it was apparently that book, too. Well, could you some more literature on Zool, and maybe he won't be as creepy?
Okay, who? Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know my female voices all sound the same. This is Scotty.
Okay, what did she ask? I'm sorry, my thing.
She's making fun of Zool, saying he's a weirdo, and saying maybe I could get you another book on Zool that hopefully he will be at least a little less strange.
Yes, my favorite author apparently manifested his subconscious thing in my book. That being the case, again, Uncle, just, this is family politics. We don't hurt family, right?
this is true. But it
Nami
does.
Speaks up, speaking to Ironball. How's little Takes? She was so young when I first met her.
It simply bothers me in the fact that Calliste's talent, rare as it is, seems to be given a strange distribution of respect, at least from the surface level of it. So I will apologize for my outburst.
Mr. And it is. Mr. Ball, did you not have a rival under your knight parable? A sibling you would squabble with, maybe? That's what these two have been doing their entire life.
You speak truth. Sadly, I cannot squabble with my old rival Ali anymore. But I also had great respect and never wanted to see him harmed, knowing that his child lives. Then yes, I would basically see any harm that be said to her be destroyed. So, I
But
will...
if you're talking about fairness, Callista did hit her sister twice.
I'm
I
within
will-
good.
I would have left it... I will leave it to Khaleesi to explain, since she is better at that. But I will not apologize for my wish to be overprotective of the legacy of not only one who is a brother to me, but also family.
As an elder of the Dusk Havens, you are in a very rare situation. Being a man, being here allowed in our home. I understand that it is a strange occurrence for you, and you are, from what I've seen from the Tabaxi, quite emotional. Looks at Callista, looks at her sister, looks in this direction. And Callista, you know that's where your mother's stuff is.
Alright, so I understand that the arguing was over who was the cause of this. That doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, it's, well, as these two are under my wing, apparently it's my fault. Gestures over to Nami. She hypnotized the large one and the little one, brought them here, and gestures over to your sister, Athena, and she thought she had charmed the Vistani man, but she actually... He countered the spell and rebounded it at her. She was the charmed one. And if a Tabaxi could blush.
Why weren't you wearing the amulet?
It clashed with my outfit.
Then change it. We are surrounded by how many transmuters?
I tried to do it myself.
No wonder it didn't work. Okay. Okay. We will deal with that problem later. Right now, we need to deal with the fact that, Granny's gone, so literally every single one of us is at risk of really dying?
Oh, quiet.
And trust me, as someone who has died already, it's not really great. It hurts a lot, okay?
Well,
You what?
I am... Gestures for you to Iron Balls, like...
He looks surprised.
When we were in Novard Cause, that's why I have the white spot between my eyes that I keep trying to cover up every morning. I died. Trying to protect people. Like Zephyr and everyone.
Now I have a serious
Yeah.
question. But the one that did this, do they still draw breath?
No.
Mark it? Yeah, it's right next to it.
Oh,
I didn't drink mine on the way.
oh, sorry guys.
Oh, you're good.
She is quite dead,
That's-
Uncle.
But, Khaleesi, to assuage your worries, we do have Feast and Famine on patrol.
Okay. So now we need to start to break this down. You said it's a series of puzzles or something, which any magic is.
As per
Weird.
magic is, yes. The... I don't want to call it an issue. The main, problem is... So, whatever they were trying to do to his allies just got reversed. So, your grandma's currently undead. The war wizard is currently, what's the word? Not invulnerable. She is quite the opposite, actually.
And I'm guessing the basics are not working.
The basics are the opposite. Everything's flipped.
I mean, you've tried dispelling it, right?
Obviously.
Okay, so that singles out regulars, so
What?
Kurt.
The problem is, I believe we should probably deal with Genevieve first.
Alright.
Is, definitely messing with the timeline currently.
Oh, fuck. Alright.
Then your grandmother should probably be either first or a close second, because without her being in control of the patrolling undead, they are currently killing everything in the woods. I would also then, if we could save Faust, she might be able to dispel this whole fog. And if we really need to, we can try Hastarila. But you know how she freaks me out.
Oh, she's not sane, is she?
She hasn't been the same since she became an elder. She told you 6 different ways you were going to die.
That's what I'm
Please
worried
don't tell me
about.
she was right.
Was one of them being turned into a whale and then being shot?
Oh. Shit, she is good. I thought she was just crazy.
I would be
Alright,
crazy
alright.
with all of that stuff, but you know, alright, let's get started. Temporal problems are probably bigger than the undead at the point.
Yes, also, all of your male friends have just met your mother and sister. And we'll switch over to down here as Feast opens up this door and just casually begins walking through.
Uh-oh.
As soon as
How
the door
big is
opens, you are all hit with the smell of boiling herbs, teas, pungent, like it definitely smells like alchemy to an extreme in here.
Oh, this smells like Callisti. How big is the door, like, frame comparatively? Is it smaller?
You'll need to duck and kind of shift one shoulder in.
Excuse me, coming through. Hello. As Alric's just walking in. Please tell me it's like the...
feast. What is?
I don't know technically Callisti's family. We came with Callisti. I am just here to simply go to the forge and do some simple work. That is all.
Her mother looks like a taller, more version of her.
Well, she's doing her job and not telling her friends about us. Callisti, you get a mental message. Who the fuck are these people?
But the idiots I came with, they're my friends. I'll be there in a moment.
I just imagine Elric is like, hello. I'm your friend.
Calisti's probably warned the mom that the cranky uncle is coming along too.
Oh, she's gonna hate that Iron Ball's there. If she knows her dad.
I can see where
Iron Ball knows
Calisti...
Freya.
I was gonna say, that's what I was gonna say. It's gonna be bad blood immediately.
There is.
Well, if you came with Callisti, I'm Freya. Her mother.
My
I
Wait, then.
can see where Khaleesi gets her lovely coat of fur.
That's an insult. Elric's just like looking at him and whispers down to him. Elric does not know Tabaxi enough.
Alright.
Does she give me a horrible look?
I think she's
She
gonna get
like, kind of
horrible.
looks down at you and just lowers the glasses a little bit so she looks over them at you.
She sees that like I have a genuine like look on my face, I guess. Like I'm being genuine, not trying to insult anybody. Also, fun fact: Genesis is a cat person.
Well, I mean, you do you, buddy.
No, he likes cats. He likes cats, not.
I know, but we're just messing with you. We're ridding you.
Phrasing is really bad for that. Really bad phrasing.
Oh my gosh.
No worries, we
Sorry,
understand.
not like that.
We
You
understand.
pet, not to, you know.
I know. We're just ridding you.
I know. It's just the phrasing was funny.
I know.
A man of faith. Gross.
Either way, I don't wish to intrude on what you're doing. I believe Peace had told me the one named Steamed. I wish to assist in terms of Forge.
This one just nods her head to the path behind her.
I hope I'm not intruding on anything. Ironball, what are you doing in here? Oh wait, that was Hades, sorry. The token moved so fast I thought it was Ironball.
What does it entail?
Alright, I do apologize if I was interrupting anything. I'll just continue on my way. As Elric just heads across. I hope to God the bridge isn't like snapping from Elric's just walking over.
It's
As
strange.
Elric
Yeah.
walks, I'm kind of holding onto his arm, saying, "Don't leave me, brother."
Yeah, don't worry, I have... Oh, never mind. I wouldn't advise following behind me, just so we don't snap the
Zephyr,
bridge.
other men, come. Women,
Other
scared.
man!
I just give them a little awkward but also quite terrified wave.
Other man.
Rowan is fine. She's one of them. Let's go.
She's a woman.
Just after she walks in, so does anyone want to buy some fingers?
Does anyone want to buy some drugs?
Who needs ingredients?
These are her customers.
Is there like a flat... Because Elric would at least have a general idea before. Is there like a flat preheat prevention, or is it like an actual like door?
This is very different. Everything else has been like either an open concept or like at least some sort of flat. This is a steel door.
Elric will kind of rap over it with his knuckles. Hello?
As you knock on it, you just hear, "Apologies, testing in progress."
Oh my god. Oh my god. I hope...
It's not who you think it is. I
Okay,
have
okay.
a couple voices in me.
No worries. No worries, take your time. I'm not in any rush right now.
You all hear glass shatter. Testing is over. And the door swings open, and you see this character, and she has something similar to Rowan's gun, but it is shoulder mounted and much bigger.
Now that looks cool. Zelric walks in. I do apologize, by the way.
Fire-based magic works wonders. Ice issues. She looks up, sees 3 men enter, and just fucking screams.
Just to point out, if you want, you're using the wrong kind of metal. If you want it not to immediately blow up with fire-based magic, you need to at least
Steam,
make sure.
Steam, stop screaming. We're here to help.
We're friends of Galisti. Here, would I was gonna. Is like her gun on her shoulder or on the table, or like is there a bolt?
I mean, she's currently just like holding on to the handle and just like gum struts. She looks very young.
Hold on. If Elric lets her, I'm just going to pull out my tools real quick. There's a little bit wrong with it. The firing pin's a little bit off, and the metal is kind of fucky. Hold on. Can I Smith tools it and like kind of try to tinker with it a little bit? I know it's magically. I'll leave it up to you.
You can certainly try.
Oh wait, this is at advantage because I have my fire room back.
Oh, Steve thinks men are a myth.
23.
You take it and like because it comes out of her limp hand, and you just start bending some things. I feel like this is so complex of a machine that Elric can bend most of the components by hand.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just some of the metal is a little bit off. I can tell, especially the weight. Even though lightweight isn't going to fire as effectively. I'm sorry. Force of habit. Used to work in the forge myself, and he'll hand it back to her.
She just. It's not like you hand it over to her and it's just like that slow. She like takes it. You look like it. It looks like a little girl seeing a unicorn for the first fucking time.
Elric Storm Smasher, by the way. He holds out his hand with a Garmir on it.
Steve, snap out of it.
Did I do something wrong?
Yes, you're a man.
Thank you, that's incredibly sexist.
No, what? Feast speaks up. No, well, you're probably the first man she's ever seen.
Oh shit, this is like that story about the island of Lesbos. I'm not even joking. It's an actual Greek story.
Again, what is the Lesbos?
It's an island.
Is it a creature?
No, it's literally an island of all women, where they have never seen a man. It's supposedly a myth told by dwarves, and they use it as some way that they conquered it. And it's really, really dark, and I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, let's. If it's dark, then no, thank you.
As Feast turns away from you, keep that in mind.
I'm aware. I'm married, thank you.
You're married?
Yes.
Congratulations.
It's
Terrifying.
Considering I thought she was dead for 5 years. It's like meeting her again through the first time for a bit.
That's beautiful.
It was loud.
I broke my ribs, and my hip, and my pelvis,
Doing what?
and my ankle. You don't want
She like lifts up one of the components in her shoulder. Their voices are so deep.
Sorry. If you need some help around the workshop, I just wanted a little bit of access to the forge. I needed to mess with and tinker with a few things here and there.
Okay.
Although I can maybe help with whatever you're trying to make. I don't know magic bits here and there, but I know at least enough of simple rune magic where I could probably substituted for spells, so I don't know how well it would work on this lesser level.
She begins to nerd out.
What?
You said the correct two words, rune and magic.
I mean, either way, like I said, I might be here for a little bit, depending if one of our other party members doesn't pick a fight with someone. But other than that, I think we should be here for at least a little bit. So if you don't mind here and there, I can at least help out and show you a few things.
Okay. Why is it you don't have a shirt on?
Yeah, it's a lifestyle choice. Also,
Okay.
a lot of shirts I tend to grow out of, so they don't really grow with me.
Okay.
He looks at Janice. I think I broke her.
You break a lot of things. I'm not surprised.
No, I think I broke her brain, which is
Right red.
Oh no.
I put the back of my hand on her forehead, or at least attempt to.
Oh, don't know.
Are you
Elric's
feeling okay?
Elric's like slapping his hand away. No.
She looks like she has a fever.
Don't. Oh,
She passes out.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Remember when I said the island of Lesbos?
yes, and I still don't know what you mean.
It's literally, they've never seen a man before, so when one comes, they are so enamored by it that they eventually get taken advantage of by the men.
That's
At least-
horrible.
I'm aware, but it also still rings true in the part of them not understanding, or she at least not understanding who we are. So it has to be a slow thing, not so much get close to her, and even though I kind of fixed her tool, but that's more force of habit.
Oh, forgive me.
Either way, at least. So does this look like a general forge, or is it a little bit different because of the
It's
nature?
much more complex. But you, Zephyr, you
Can I
feel
at
the
least-
presence. You feel the presence that had walked away walk back as she hears the very small thump.
Not my fault. Elric points at Zephyr, or not Zephyr, fucking Genesis.
She points at Steve and then points to the bed.
I got it.
Anything happens to her? I teleported in front of a bull shark.
What's a bull shark?
Don't, please, no. That's,
She's
you know,
showing
you
his
just
upper-
don't want.
And lowers the glasses again. He knows.
Alright. Elric will be nice.
I'm sorry, I got confused. I did not catch that at all.
Oh, Feast just threatened to teleport Elric and Genesis's dicks in front of a bull shark if anything happened to Steve.
Oh, okay.
And then said, "You know what a bull shark is."
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Of course I do.
I guess just let us know when Clisty and Iron Ball have to move.
Well,
Yeah,
I was about to get to that.
I was gonna say, Elric will just put Steve on the bed and then probably, like, start doing some cursory, like, just looking around the fort because he's trying to get used to this.
And we will go back to Ether.
I'm also going to be examining, I don't know, ingredients, test tubes.
I mean, if you want more test tube-y stuff, the alchemy is over in this area. Or if you're looking for something in specific, Feast can take you to that area. I do have a horticulture lab. You seem to be more of a plant-based individual.
That, or if you need help with food, I'm handy in the kitchen.
That'll happen later. It's about 3 o'clock now. I don't think anybody's hungry yet.
I'd go check out the horticulture area.
Alright, watch out for Wah. He gets this bit skittish.
What?
Wah. Follow me.
Oh dear.
Looks at both of you. Oh, shark. let's go back to Felicity and Ironball real quick. What are you guys doing?
Ironball will follow Callisti's lead if she's heading out.
Alright, guess I need to start seeing what they did. Are any of them able to explain what they did?
Not currently, but it's, from what I've heard, it's quite easy to figure out. Famine did take a quick jaunt over to your grandmother's area, but it is currently swamped. She's fine. She's fine. She's one of them now, but she's fine. I will, as the Abjuration Elder, keep this area as clear as I can, but Domes of Force only work so well.
With the Krieg units out there, that's going to be a risk.
They escaped?
You talking about the one that Auntie tried taking down with one of her needles?
Oh, she took them down. We had them here in the undead laboratory. Your grandpa was currently working on them.
Okay, first of all, just for the record, I need to ask this. Just the Krieg units? Yes, they have about the mentality of a grunt. We all agree. And they're terrible, okay? I'm literally thinking about committing a genocide by curse, okay?
They were alive?
Yes.
That's odd.
They have dragon pieces in their hearts.
Less odd, but still odd, because dragons can die, and, when we say something's dead, especially, a Dust Caven says it's dead, especially your grandmother, it's usually dead. So either your aunt's new potion really just makes them very close to dead, so close to dead even an ancient necromancer thinks it's dead, or they're even more fucked up than we thought.
Well, we'll find out. Keep this one safe. As she hands her ajar. Wait, the tiny one.
She takes the jar with her extra set of hands. Wake up. Takes it. Nothing happens.
Yeah, I killed that one. Alright.
Oh, how long? And she's just gonna... She, puts it on the arm of the chair and just waits.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Alright, but I'm going to let these two bicker at each other and put myself in a dome of silence.
Alright. I'll deal with them later. Uncle?
He'll wait a second, and then he'll follow and step after Callisti. He's also been remaining silent because he is still quite angry with them. But
We'll still kind of move until we're about right here. Uncle, please be careful. I really don't want one of them turning you inside out.
there is bad blood, is all I can say.
I know. This isn't the best family. That's what I have.
I'll be honest.
I really don't want to see my sister make you bash your own brains in with your own flail, okay?
She better be able to land that spell the first time around. But I will say this, though. The news of your death was surprising to me. I had thought that you inherited the white spot similar to that of your father.
No, that's where a goblin placed the diamond on my forehead, and I was brought back from death.
I owe this goblin my thanks, even though I'm not quite keen on liking them.
It's the obnoxious one at the bar.
The one with the tighty pants.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to give him a package of soy sauce.
He might enjoy that.
Right, I suppose before we continue on, I will make this clear, but Freya and I are not on good terms.
May I ask why?
I am sure you know the answer to that question.
Do you want to avoid it completely, or just get it over with?
I would suspect it's best that she knows that I am here. And we might as well get it over with, considering that there's a chance we will be staying here longer than a day or two.
Honestly, with this mess, I'll be likely to get it done in a week. Maybe a month.
Well, I am here for you, not for them. But, as you regard them as family, I will tolerate them and not instinctively go to the flail. It will be difficult, but I will do my best.
Don't take this the wrong way, Uncle. I think in some ways your flexibility makes you better than Parable.
Ironball doesn't show up, but his one of his ears just kind of twitches to the left and the other one twitches to the right.
Ironball, don't move. Go back.
Oh, okay. I think I was like right here.
Yeah, yeah. As you were like right there, your twitches, and you just like it actually smacks against something, as she is completely stuck up on both of you.
Oh, she passed my 17 passive perception?
She rolled a 32.
Huh.
Doesn't say a word. It's just there, though.
Ironball just gives a sidelong glance, then turns and stares at her fully. Just a quiet staring for a bit.
Does a couple hand movements to you. Ironball does not know sign language.
No.
So.
He's too damn stupid to figure that out. Or learn one.
Yeah. And then she just points at Callisti.
I do not understand a single thing that you have made the sign languages about, but...
She points at Callisti and, like, swirls her finger, like, have her turn around.
At that moment, there's Callisti's like, Uncle, who are you? Oh.
She signs some stuff at you, and, knowing all the languages you do, she says, this one attempted to hurt a coven member. That's strike one.
I know.
But when she says, like, when she signs strike one and leaves that one, there's just a red line of, like, hellfire from her finger. And that's new.
Callisti. Oh, you finally got that going for you. I know you were working on it before you left.
Curious.
She signs quite a problem. Took my left eye.
Did you reach in?
Have half of the name, though.
Oh.
Ah, right eye.
Yeah.
Move the hand.
Don't let it take the other one.
I have a question, but are they talking a different language?
It's sign language.
Ah, okay.
So Callisti is replying probably in common, I'm guessing, and Famine's mute.
Can I roll an investigation to see if I understand what's going on?
I really don't think you need to. Iron Ball is wise enough. Like, you have what's your passive wisdom?
Besides the passive perception, it's 17, but his normal wisdom is 16.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty easy to tell that this one isn't speaking for some reason, but the hand movements are giving Callisti what she's, like, a semblance of language.
Oh, sorry, Iron Ball. She can't speak.
Yes,
So
I figured. I am more curious.
She does go into a knee and hold out her hand to you, Iron Ball.
He looks at her and then accepts the hand.
I mean, for how creepy she looks, she gives you a relatively cute smile. Like she grabs it and then pats the top of it.
He also says, I understand that there is this coven thing. Do understand that Callisti is family to me. So I will
She
not...
points at herself, holds up 2 fingers.
Then I simply ask you understand that I am overprotective. I will not apologize for wanting to protect
She does.
family.
She points at herself and holds up 2 fingers. She points at the flail and, like, waggles a finger.
As I told Callisti, I will tell you, I will do my best to reel in my temper.
She'll nod and gesture behind her, and something ethereal that only you and Callisti see.
Okay.
And she points at the flail, waggles her finger, and gestures like behind her, gestures like down, and it just sinks into the ground.
That's a new one.
I want to know if my feature Master of Evil lets me know exactly what that thing is. Is it a demon or what?
That is a devil. And a powerful one.
Oh no.
Ironball looking at it, then looks back at her, straining the eyes, not flinching. Very well. Just hope it doesn't take too much more from you.
She shakes her head. She points at her throat and, like, gestures small at Callisti. You know that she's been mute since she's a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Still, such things tend to take more than what is necessary.
She brings you. She still has your hand in both of her hands. She shakes it once and stands back up. And as she stands up, there is no noise.
He gives her a military salute.
She'll bow deeply and just kind of vanish. But like it's like as she moves, she just becomes blur. Like as she walks, she is in a different realm and just heads back to her post.
I'm trying to see if any of my abilities could actually help me keep track of her. Nope. Not Mark of Evil yet.
We will move over to Zephyr as Callisti and Ironball see that Feast, Famine's older, technically by a couple minutes, twin, takes him over to where Callisti knows is the horticulture area where her aunt is.
Oh, no. Oh,
Is
okay.
Zephyr in trouble?
What?
Maybe. I'm.
Zephyr, are you in control of your mental facilities?
Oh, I'm not worried about that.
What's wrong?
Yeah, Iron Ball actually shouts that.
Zephyr, if she offers you anything, even a drink, no.
It's just biding my time. I don't have to go.
Just with my aunt, just trust me. If she offers you anything and you don't know what it is immediately, don't, okay?
Trying to mouth, like, is it that, Aunt?
Well, you remember that thing we made?
Debating if I should shout the drugs, you mean?
Yes, the drugs. Zephyr.
The one,
Oh, okay.
the one that
Where do you
Jackal
think-
hijacked one of them.
Okay.
What?
Where do you think I learned how to do that?
Oh.
I was
Oh.
waiting for... That's recreational for her.
I am most confused. Was this something during the Novid Cause Civil War?
Let's just say I found something that might make a dragon hallucinate.
This would be the most conventional weapon to use.
That's why I made it. Mostly because we couldn't find enough devil weed to smoke out the rest of the enemy forces.
Then hit them with flail.
We would have loved to have Flail there.
I
Especially when the Black Dragon came in.
Felicity, I haven't walked this far in so long. Can I just teleport him there?
His consent.
It's only $2 now, but... Walking is exhausting. How do you do it all day? As you talking to you, Zephyr.
I've been doing it since I was, a kid, so...
I haven't walked this much in 30 years, probably.
I mean, I think I can... I haven't tried it yet, but I think I can kind of teleport via trees.
Oh, I don't know. That's more nature magic that I'm used to. I am the teleportation, I guess, guru around here. But watch your ears while it's nervous.
Watch my what?
Your ears as she opens the door, and as soon as the door opens, this thing, just its entire mouth just opens.
We are disturbing the peace of this society.
That's why.
I think this place has already been disturbed long enough.
Well, it's disturbed in a different way. We're shaking things up by introducing a male or multiple
Hey,
males at a
buddy.
time.
Hey, I thought we were chill.
Oh my
Chill.
god.
Who
Oh,
opened
shit.
the door? Why did you, Feast? Why did you open the door first off? You usually just kind of teleport in. Do I smell mushroom?
Hello.
Oh my god.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
I love everyone's hostility towards us immediately.
Wait. Wait. No. You were the one who talked to me earlier. That was... Oh, she made friends! Dope!
Oh no.
And they're dudes?
Oh no.
Wow.
She's high as balls, though, right?
Absolutely.
I was like, do I need to roll something for that?
God, no. Welcome to the garden. Most of this is edible, and a lot of it won't kill most people. Don't drink the water.
I was just gonna look around.
Oh, cool. I'll show you, dude. You got this whole, like, mushroom vibe going on, and I like it.
Wow.
Well, you got that little guy on your shoulder there. That's the, Confucius Portalis. Pretty rare.
That's amazing. To start jotting down some notes. Who's this guy?
Oh, this is What?
I love how
look him in the eye. No, the other one.
Do I know what on earth that is?
It looks like a shitty version of an owlbear.
Like a wish owlbear?
Yeah, it's like the wish version of an owlbear.
I love how every time
Have you
go
ever seen those birds that, like, its head is mostly mouth?
Mm-hmm. The same.
Yes.
I think is
It's
that
like,
Tawny owls, I think it is.
Oh.
I also love every time you try to say why, it like peaks your mic, then it cuts off half of it.
Is he friendly?
do you have snacks?
I have the most snacks.
Then yes.
Zephyr has made friends.
I think we all made friends here, except for Iron Ball.
No.
Iron Ball was
Well,
never meant
okay.
to have friends.
Genesis seems so fucking nervous.
Elric, meanwhile, has made a child pass out.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get this straight. Okay. He comes into this place. They immediately start hitting on men. Genesis is just indeed a man, and he is terrified because oh my gosh, I'm gonna get jumped by a bunch of women. Two, there's one of them that looks like the ring girl. So yeah, he's kind of terrified of that. And then yeah, bull shark. That's it. That's all. He is
Elric's been
scared.
They're
Elric's
just
been
protective.
Yeah. Also, Elric's been threatened by so many women in his lifetime that as long as he doesn't fuck up, he's fine. Plus, his wife probably also does the same shit, so it's like a normal day for him. Except they'll break him magically and not physically.
Felicity, as soon as you get into like near, not even visible range, but like your hand cracks the door and you are just instantly swept up, and Iron Ball, Felicity just got kidnapped into the room. Eat. My Kelly cats!
Hi, Mom.
Oh.
See you little. Ooh, I like the outfit. Show me the others.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I got some others.
I know it's shift weave.
Yeah, I just. Okay, you really want me to change them here, or?
Iron Ball will be outside waiting until he's permitted in.
Well, I mean, I had them put in the dress. She kind of tugs it and shows the one that she wore at the festival and the first date with Calhoun. And I mean,
she's like gushing all over it.
they're, well, after I spent the month in her cause, I, of course, needed sun, so, I mean, there's the swimsuit, and, I don't know why I'm so, like, anxious right now. Oh, wait, that's right, because, Dad's brother is outside.
You mean the the man that broke my arm and 3 of my ribs when I told him I couldn't help Allie?
I didn't know that's what happened. And that does explain why you didn't mention him.
Yes, I believed he specifically said, if I ever see you again, I'll cave your skull in with this.
Yeah, he's outside the door.
Bella, get your favorite.
Please don't. He's already been... Famine's already marked him, so... I just really don't want to push it.
Never use my favorite, he says.
Oh, I guess I should change this back, and... She flips through another one that looks very, like... blue velvet with gold, looks very... professional and bookish. Oh, that one's not finished yet.
I can help you with it later. Your older sister. Second. First. The middle sister says.
Oh, thanks. Considering, I guess, if Scotty knows, everybody knows, right?
That is kind of her thing.
Wasn't sure how much of a secret I was supposed to keep it.
Can I at least paralyze him? I just finished this one. She holds up a vial.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna need twice that.
It's supposed to instantly aerosolize, but haven't tested it yet. Oh, what about the dude that, Wait, did Feast just leave those dudes in there with Steve?
She did what?
I don't think Steve's ever been at her outing.
I heard a scream earlier.
Ooh. Elric's having a great time.
So, here's a question then, Jeebus, real quick. I'll ask
Yeah.
you. So what I want to do is just make like a lesser rune of fire and a cloud giant to basically like have a cooling agent on the barrel and like a fire propellant on the bullet propulsion to basically allow it to shoot fire, but without basically overheating the barrel, aka her problem she was messing with. I'll leave that up to you.
I mean, with a 33 and a 30, I really can't take that from you.
Okay, so he'll do that and just kind of leave it next to her bed. Well, fix that. But yeah, that's all
I mean, even with that, you'll be like, I said, you begin to like either try to shape or melt down the Krieg weapons, and unfortunately, they're just mass-produced shit sheet steel.
That's fine. At least I can get some working components for later. So at least I could have like, even though it's probably shitty and not worth it, it'll get me something a base at least. But yeah.
So, you guys together really fun. And also, don't buy anything from her. It's way marked up.
God, she's not pretty good.
I would never.
Just slowly try to slide it.
But no, Rowan's got some weird things. I don't know if she has more elf fingers.
Nope, fresh out.
Well, kind of been filled in on what's going on. This was not how I expected to come home. It's good to see you.
This is not how I expected to have you home. Well, to be honest, I expected to be out there. She just visited the mist. But Bella had just called me in to ask me to test her newest creation to see if she can hit a mastery.
Was it the old thesis or the new one?
Brand new. She made her own. The man your other sister brought in had some very interesting ingredients in his cart.
Yeah.
This, as your mother holds up a very silver vial, is supposed to cure lycanthropy even in the worst subjects.
Must be congealed moonflower.
It's a bit of that, some quicksilver and garlic for taste. And she opens the cork and smells it. Your sister looks at you. What? I don't like vampires.
I wish Granny was here because I have something for her.
Oh, she's here.
Yeah, but I was hoping she wasn't in the condition I've been told she is.
It's hard to tell if the delusion just dropped and she looks how she's supposed to, or she is what she is. But she is kind of also what she is, she is.
You need more ventilation here, Belladonna.
I haven't been outside in days.
I feel that.
Why is she hopping poison in a lie?
If you're focused, you're focused, okay?
You're not wrong, I guess.
Shark.
Imagine now every time he goes to say bullshit, it's not just gonna come out as bull shark.
Alright, guess we need to get this one over with. Rude to keep him outside the door.
Alright, well, it's just been silently waiting, that's all.
Especially with Zool.
Just Zool? Who's Zool?
Bye.
Wait, that Zool?
Well, technically he's a manifestation of my subconscious, but... What? He's the one-
Ironball, get your wrinkly ass in here.
Let's get this over with.
Don't you say it, me. You broke most of my bones.
Freya.
Ball.
For what it's worth, I did believe you poisoned Allie at that time, and I was explosively emotional.
And I told you that I can't cure cancer.
Hey. That's what all those notes were about?
What?
Hmm?
I'm sorry, okay. I didn't read the book that you keep behind the jar, and yeah, just...
You little... Yes. Yes. That book was my research notes about curing, removing tumors, curing cancer, and apparently regrowing an entire heart. And a set of lungs.
I see.
Did you cross-reference with book 14, shelf 39, row 47?
The fuck does that mean to me? Books have titles, Callisti.
Lord Von Silver's Guide to Regenerations.
Yes, I did. What he was mainly focused on external limbs.
Yeah,
Gestures
but
to a shelf of potions. I can regrow any limb. He won't.
but Appendix C was about using acids and poisons to eradicate certain organs and regrow them if they were injured.
Specifically, the intestinal tract. That's as far as he got before he died of old age.
Wait,
Yes.
I do apologize for intercepting into this conversation. But you said...
I want to say 3 cat heads and a tiefling head slowly move to you.
Considering the situation of the creatures we faced earlier, Callisti, and their extra piece in their heart, could there be someone that has... Ironball pauses for a brief moment. Freya, I do apologize for my outburst back then. I truly do. But I must ask, will there be any chance that your notes have been copied or misplaced, that someone might try to corrupt what you've been working on to save Allie, and I would hope future people.
Fucking Eloin. I knew someone stole my notes that day.
In a sense, I suppose I am slightly responsible indirectly for my outbursts. Again, I deeply apologize for that. But I am...
Ironball, I've never been mad at you a day in my life.
No, but I was mad at myself. Because, again, losing my older brother, I took it out on you when I knew the truth.
It was a situation that your flail couldn't solve and my potions couldn't either.
This is a truth.
What? I'm not here to talk about that. She's here. Hiding behind the table.
I'm not hiding, I was looking for a thesis.
Uh-huh.
Sorry to interrupt. I have to go. I'm sorry.
No problem, buddy.
No problem, buddy.
Talk to you later.
Bye. Love you.
Good night.
Good night.
Belladonna.
Though I do,
Target point.
again, apologize for taking the conversation control for the moment, but Callisti has reported to points of direction behind him, I believe one of the matrons, about the strange infusion of the creature's heart. It has a dragon piece in it.
The Krieg units that escaped.
They're alive?
Well,
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they were alive enough to nearly kill me, and one did escape. But I got enough of the other one that I think I could track it and kill them all.
I was a bit more concerned the fact that we actually had to struggle against those things that were wounded and weakened.
Oh, yes, they were quite a pain to take down. Looks like a scouting party tried to hit us when we were weak, but, gestures to Callisti, your aunt tended to deal with him with a blowgun and the new concoction she made. I need to go. You said that the little one's in a jar and you gave it to her for some reason?
I believe she gave the heart.
Abjuration. I was kind of hoping she'd lock it down in case it started.
I'm going to turn that little bastard into soup and figure it out what's on the inside.
Just be careful of the dragon chunks. I need those.
They're mine. All you hear is you feel your mom point at your sister. You shut up.
So, Belladonna, remember those 3 things you were working on 5 years ago? Did you ever finish those?
You're gonna need to be a little more specific.
The targeted poisons.
Oh, yeah. That's how I got past apprentice.
Sweet. You solved Mom's problem.
One of them.
I mean, if it's too late for Dad, but you just
She
Here,
holds up a
whatever.
finger. Poison. I make poison.
yes.
Mom makes healing. I kill. It's very different. If you got a dragon, you need dead. You got an abomination, you need dead. You got a human, you need dead. I'm related. You need something alive. That's still Mom's.
Belladonna, sis. The thing about Mom's note says, cancer is just an erratic form of cellular growth. You have to kill it. Or excise it entirely. Your poisons, if targeted to the right organs and spots, can do that. And then a regeneration spell, or heck, even natural healing might be able to pull it back.
Well, if you can get me a sample of whatever you need dead, I can make it dead. The problem is getting a correct sample in time.
We'll work on that.
She does lead. Belladonna is slightly taller than you, but she's not like medium, is she?
Oh, she's like a foot over Callisti at least.
I was gonna say I pictured Belladonna as still small.
No, most
She
her
pops down
entire
off-
family is like a foot and a half taller than her.
I pictured your sister as 6 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Belladonna hops off the stool that she was sitting on, and goes over and gives you a hug. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too, sis. We should probably go make sure they're not screwing something up.
Well, I was gonna say, I've just kept hearing the guy in the armor repeat the word bull shark a lot.
Oh.
I
believe-
think East gave him the rundown. She is probably the most overprotective one of us all.
Well, at least it wasn't famine.
If it was famine, he'd be dead.
Well, it's better than the cross demons. Kinda glad we banned that.
Me too. I miss my boyfriend.
Hey,
He was kind of a dick.
Yeah.
you heard of cross demons? Now get ready for semen demons.
Hey, yo.
Oh, damn. All things to say.
Sorry.
Just to end it, I will just have, as Genesis is doting over Steve and Felicity walks in, you see drowsy Steve kind of like open her eyes and flutter, and you see as Elric is finishing some sort of device that Steve was working on.
She's fine.
Just look-
She's okay. She's comfortable. Bull shark.
She busily looks at the doorway. They are real.
Okay, Steve.
She's alive. She's Elric. She's alive.
I've figured
Name-
as much.
Oh, thank God.
Uh-huh.
Yes, men are real. You look like you're way too into that.
Yeah,
That's very nice.
Alric will hand it.
Married and
No,
Alric will
not
take.
the big, not the big one.
Oh,
oh,
wow.
I am gonna point this out, Steam. He's religious.
I am not. I do not believe in religion.
Oh, I
Oh.
suppose he has fair game
That
then.
works.
Okay.
So Elric, after kind of hearing that, he'll walk over with like, I guess whatever she was making. It's like, here, I fixed most of the components on it.
I added a flame rune for the compulsion of the bullet in order to overheat it, and then a cloud rune on the muzzle in order to make sure the chamber doesn't implode, but not cold enough so it won't basically crack it either. It should work generally well, though I don't know this technology as much. The runes at least should help subsidize some of the issues with it. And he'll put it down on her bed.
She goes full alchemical nerd. Elric has heard this one other time, but it was in a goblin's voice.
Oh God.
Why aren't you just using phosphorus?
Because that's a lot more dangerous, and this way it allows the magic, because considering what her gun was made of originally, I didn't want to remove the magical components.
I was banned from white phosphorus because I murdered somebody's boyfriend.
Also, I guess there's that. Plus, this is just easier.
I didn't even see him. I was just testing a rocket, and I saw a target. I thought it was an animal.
What's a rocket?
Not my fault.
Well, second of all, we have the rules against that, but
The rules are meant to be broken.
But just let me know how that works.
Especially the rules of physics. Fuck physics.
She immediately just starts floating in the air. But no, let me know how that works then. If you need any other fine-tuning, I could probably take her with the runes a little bit more. Those are lesser runes anyway, so they shouldn't be too horrible on...
Sure, I'll need a target.
What's up?
She said, sure, I'll need a target.
Fuck it, just shoot me in the chest. I can take it anyway.
I get lay of hands ready.
Everyone just
Felicity.
backs up.
This is a shoulder-mounted missile launcher.
Eller,
You're
what
pretty
on earth
sure
are you talking about?
he'd be sausage.
What? Ironball's like, Elric, what are you... What?
He mounts it, you guys all just hear that whirring of it firing up. Wait, no. No, they're not here.
Oh no, does she have it backwards?
No, I don't think she has it backwards. I think there's some...
No, but my elder told me I can't test in the workshop anymore.
Understandable. Is there a small shooting range? I could set up at least a few small targets.
Just make sure that they are far away from her so she doesn't get harmed, because bull shark.
She'll be fine.
She hops off the bench and like goes over to the bridge. She points directly into the fog. Yeah, it's over there.
What is this about bull sharks? They tend to be tasty once you catch them.
You don't understand.
I think he got traumatized by feast.
That...
Have you seen the size of a bull shark and all those teeth?
No,
Yes, I have.
They are quite terrifying. Imagine one of those clamping onto the holiest of holies for men.
I am most confused. Are you talking about flail? I had broken many bull shark's teeth with my flail.
Liam, is there a place close enough where I could at least set up a few targets that wouldn't be in range of the... I guess this would be a small coven?
Nope. Blast radius is too big.
God damn it. Okay.
This is meant to take out small platoons.
Why did I just make it?
Or armored vehicles.
What the fuck?
Dragons.
What the fuck did I just fix? Elric just fixed something and had no idea what he made.
It makes me stop being an apprentice so I can go on my... What's it called again? Walkabout?
What are you supposed to go out? Oh, yeah.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we can clear the fog at some point. Let's see how are we clearing the fog.
As soon as I can get everybody else back to not being fucked up.
Alright, so give us about a month.
Whoa. That's gonna be a while.
Yeah. If we could speed up the process, we would, but considering we tend to be slow and steady with things,
Time to start production. And she cracks her knuckles
Wait,
and
slow and
starts flipping
steady.
her wrench around her finger.
Let me know if you need any help with anything. She's not going to ask for my help for anything after I fix that.
Fuck no.
Elric just basically gave her a super weapon and now is like, alright, fuck you, get out.
It's sexism, but in reverse.
Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time I made something that's not useful. Oh well. Alright, where are we sleeping, Callisti? Because I've done my good deeds for today.
Let's see. Don't know if we have a bed big enough, but, well... Actually, Callisti thinks about it for a moment. Let me see. I gotta roll this. I got the perfect bed for you, Elric. Just make sure she doesn't try anything.
I'll sleep outside.
Oh, come on. If you met my sister, you know how much of a bitch she is.
I don't want to deal with more feisty women right now than I have to.
Okay.
I already deal with my wife, some of my child, and some other things. I don't need more of that. If you could at least, they could at least provide me a blanket and a pillow, I could sleep near some of the rocks. It'd be like old times back when I slept in the mines.
I would highly suggest not sleeping on the ground, especially at night. That's when the zombies get through.
There's fucking zombies.
Oh, that's the least of them.
Yeah, those are the ones on patrol. Duh.
I mean, there's the skeletons, there's constructs. Actually, where are the bones golems?
Don't.
They all fell in the sky when when your grandma had her little issue. They're all
Oh.
foggy. The medic stopped working.
Oh my god.
That's good, at least.
Is there
That's
a
the correct way.
Wait, what about
pocket?
Fleshy?
What I hope?
The flesh golem she used to keep?
Oh, right. Yeah, we sent him to the Grung's habitat because they lost their froggy hemoth again.
Oh, okay, that works.
And we put him in the frog costume.
Did we accidentally kill?
Wait. Where's Cerberus?
Oh, service with Marilith.
Okay.
Alright,
Usually he attacks me by now, and the slobber and...
Oh, the attack is more teeth now.
Oh, come on. This is
Ever
favorite.
since the fog.
Oh. Well, I guess since he is half undead.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Anywhere I can sleep where I won't feel threatened.
Somewhere in the tree, I suggest a closed door or two.
Let's see, you're how tall again, Elric?
2.
8'6". Hold on, I actually have the sheet. 8'1". Sorry.
64 feet forward, it's 37 feet up. Big enough nook in there for you.
If you need help, I'm sure Feast has plenty more portals to get you where you need to go.
The Trushy's not going to just throw me into the abyss.
As long as you prove useful, no.
Considering I at least fixed something, I hope I at least prove something.
Yeah.
If it
None
doesn't
of you guys have actually done anything horrifically awful like the monsters you are.
Wait, who's been teaching? Oh,
What?
right, your masters that way.
Is every, at this point I don't expect anything less.
Look, okay,
I was told that all men are evil incubi trying to steal my soul.
Why would I want to?
Steal
my
your
gunpowder.
soul!
this.
This is...
First off,
I don't know
if
why, but I
anyone
felt
tried to
quite
steal your
insulted.
gunpowder, that'd be Rowan because she would sell it.
Correct. Me, I only wish to help guide your soul into the light.
I don't think that's
Well,
the
it's
correct
real
term.
foggy right now, so you're doing a shit job.
Well, have you seen my eyes? I can't see myself.
I thought you were not religious,
Genesis-
though.
Can we just please get some rest? I'm getting tired of these circular talks.
I am wide awake.
I want to rest. It's midday. We've been walking. I'm tired.
I am too scared to sleep.
Well,
Because I just barely found out what an eldritch abomination is.
What?
Oh, and that's one of the lighter ones too.
Why am I not surprised at this point? Genesis, at this point,
Glistening through the window, you see Famine sign to you, I have more.
Just kind of smiles and nods.
I simply want to help.
I'm gonna go get some coffee and go to the library
I'll go with you. I can't sleep.
and someplace that you probably can't go with me.
Okay, then I will just stay up.
No, I mean,
Alright,
you go
well, I'm gonna take over. Next time we meet the Drakettes, a good portion of them will probably be in the library of the Duskhaven Coven.
Heck yeah.
It will be a mystical adventure of very confusing magical terms that I totally know what I'm talking about. And it will be quite a bit of fun trying to figure out which elder of magic that Listy is going to try to save first. But I have been Jeebus Dingus, your dungeon master and leader of this Dingus parade. I'm glad that we finally made it to an arc I've been putting a lot of mental effort into for quite a while now. So I hope it's as good as I hope my effort's worth it, and everybody's going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Be ready for puzzles.
I love puzzle.
Yeah, there's what I was expecting. But yes, I have Jeebus Dingus on Twitter and YouTube. You can find all of our D&D content there. I will throw it over to our next DM, which would be Mr. Mariner.
hello, I am Transpace Mariner. You can find me on Transpace Mariner on YouTube, DM Mariner on Twitter. And yeah, next week we're gonna have some fun beach vacation. Some people are gonna go fishing, some are gonna go scuba diving, some are gonna go surfing. It's gonna be a fun time. Finally, just enjoying some downtime, beach vacation, and maybe some stuff will happen on the in-between, depending on who rolls what and how it all goes. Yeah, I think that's all I have. I'll throw it over to my partner for that week, Mughal.
Hello, I'm Goth.
Yeah.
This is apparently my arc, and I'm into it. I love puzzles, actually. So yeah, next week Monday will be Sea of Sorrows, where my party has made it to a compound full of tanuki, and now that we've had 2 weeks to get over the intricacies of tanuki anatomy, I think we can get back to the game. So, Miser, I think it's your turn.
Yes. Okay, so, I am Miser Mark. I play as Iron Ball, apprentice of Master Purple, who, well, I know as a player not to do certain things, but I'm gonna go with the character, and he's an emotional wrecking ball in more ways than one. So anyway, I am also the DM for Into the Wildlands, as on Sundays, which 2 of the 3 dead players have now come back to life, and it might be more of a shopping session, maybe? Question marks? Who knows? You can find my content on Miser Mark on both YouTube and Twitch, and I will pass over to Cheeky. You got anything to plug in?
Sure. Hi, my name is Cheeky Bastard, and I play Genesis the Gentle, the loving paladin who can't get the bull shark out of his head. I'm probably gonna start DMing very soon because I got some friends that want to play some Dungeons and Dragons. So maybe I'll ask for help from all of you DMs and maybe make a YouTube channel. So who knows? Anything can happen. But yeah, hope you guys are having fun because I sure am. Okay, and back to Jeeves.
Alrighty. Well, we will see you in 2 weeks, and this is a very exciting arc for me. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Bye.
Bye.
Adios.